Donovan, what is one thing that you want to learn in 2026 in life?
Man, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get these bands up, you know what I'm saying?
You just take it day by day,
Yeah.
one band at a time.
One band at a
One
time.
band at a time. Who you feeling like, man? What's going on?
That's it. Yeah. some slight, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
As you guys see by the title, we are here to do our annual New Year's Eve preview episode. We are here to tell you one question that we think every NBA team needs to answer in 2026. More like one question we have for these teams that we want to see them answer for us. As you see, we also have Christmas gifts everywhere. If you watched last week, we had our TD3 Christmas episode. Came out on Friday. We were recording this ahead of time. We were recording this before Christmas happened because obviously we're not going to be recording a podcast on Christmas Day like we would do if we're on our normal schedule.
We have families.
Exactly. But with that being said, we're not going to let y'all go starving. We're not going to take any days off. We're recording a little bit early. So this might be a few days outdated by the time you guys hear it. Some stuff might have changed that we talked about that you know now is no longer true. If that's the case, bear with us because we're here to make sure you get a content regardless.
You'll be all right. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's only like 3 days early. You'll be okay ultimately.
You are just fine.
But with that being said, we're here to talk, look forward into the future, into 2026, talk about what we want to see from the NBA, from life. Cue the intro music.
Let's get these bands.
We're throwing it back.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He was bragging. I unmuted
The cranium is crazy. Oh my god. Crown eaters rejoice.
So we're going to do this the same way we always do. We each have 10 teams across the NBA that we have put down questions for, deciding what we want to see them answer in 2026. I will go first this time. My first team, I have the Boston Celtics.
Ooh, okay.
What question do they have to answer in 2026? Will Jason Tatum play basketball in this calendar season? Because I'm not going to lie,
Mm-hmm.
if he can come back like they hope he can, there's talks that like maybe he's weeks away. Now, weeks doesn't mean 2 weeks. It might
Yeah.
mean like 6 to 8, whatever it may be. But they're not thinking about months. And with how they're playing right now, how Jaylen Brown is playing right now, how their role players they've discovered and elevated are playing right now, like Jordan Walsh, Neemias Queta, all those guys, I think if Jason Tatum comes back, there's no reason they can't make the finals.
If you would have told me during the summer that they would have the fourth best offense in the NBA, I'm over here talking to you like, oh shit, like Tatum came back in like 4 or 5 months. He's a freak. He's not real. He's not a human being at all. If you would have told me that they would be primed in this position right now where we have a, I guess, relatively healthy Cleveland Cavaliers, the New York Knicks, the Detroit Pistons, who are leading the Eastern Conference some way, somehow, that the Celtics were going to be still like towards the top of the East, I would tell you that you're out of your mind and Jason Tatum needs to be examined, drug tested.
Even if he comes back in like 6 to 8 weeks, he should still be drug tested and examined. Nobody does this.
And I guarantee you, Joe Mazzulla is his dealer. Crazy go with crazy.
Yeah, I feel like this is only right that this is their question for the year, right? Because we came into this year, everyone thought that one, they'd probably tank because look at the 3 stars at the top of this draft. Why would they not go for those top picks? Because we assumed that they'd be a play-in range team. And we assumed that even though Jason Tatum's gone, shout out their coaching staff being elite, one of the best drawers of modern offenses we've ever seen in the Joe Mazzulla era. They know the threes are going to get up. They have a certain floor of offense that we thought would make them like the 7th seed or something. They've so far exceeded that the tanking thing is no longer an option because they just keep winning games that now I think I understand the Jason Tatum coming back thing. I never did in the preseason when it was floated by these fans because I was like, that's a lot to ask for a team that's going to be like the 9th seed or whatever when he comes back because I didn't have this highest expectations they had. But now if they're going to be the 3 seed when he comes back, even if he's not 100% and he's able to have this weird miraculous thing where he comes back in 7 months instead of 12, 70% Jason Tatum could make them win the finals.
I always thought it was hopium for people to come back and for people talking about the Celtics season this year as like, you know, we have so much like good infrastructure and we'll be fine. And it felt like something that you just say just to say because a majority of those players were gone, right? We talk so much about Al Horford, Drew Holiday, KP, right? Tatum being out, Luke Cornett gone. Like, you go up and down the roster and it's a completely different group of guys. And so for you to say infrastructure basically just means, yeah, like Jaylen Brown and Joe Mazzulla are here. But it worked. And so now that we're here, I agree. I think even like 2 weeks ago, I was like, man, there's no way he's playing this year. Like, that's not going to happen. And now I think I do believe it. I think he is going to play.
Yeah. Now, we'll say, just for this, the thought process about him playing and how, me personally, I kind of want to see this happen because the Eastern Conference is so dire, considering the Cleveland Cavaliers are just playing whatever style of basketball as of late, and it feels like it's more wide open than literally ever. There's several unproven teams in front of you in the Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks who are trying to do their big one too. Shout out to them. But when it comes to actually like having the, what's the best word for it? Championship DNA and whatnot. Like, I think this is you don't sell off and just easily give up finals appearances. Will they win? Probably not. Like, no one in the Eastern Conference is going to do so. But you're a fool to say they don't have a puncher's chance at bare minimum.
Yeah, if you can get to the finals, you never know what can happen, right?
Yeah.
We all, of course, are probably going to pick whoever comes out of the Western Conference, assuming everyone's healthy. But yeah, it's one thing to say we shouldn't rush him back because the team is mediocre. It's another thing to say we really believe we can make a finals run to pass that up, like you said. And I think it's probably more likely if he comes back that they're in the conference championship than it is they go out in the first round. Is that crazy? Given like you said, given the state of the Eastern Conference, if they're in that and Jason Tatum is 22 points per game, solid defender, but isn't quite the same level of oomph as a driver or maybe a shot blocker or whatever, but he's another good wing there, and maybe Jaylen Brown's taking the most shots now, so he's like hyper efficient, like better version of Mikal Bridges for them. I think it's more likely they're one of the two best teams in the conference than it is they lose to the Knicks in the first round or whatever.
It makes sense, but also I think I'm always going to proceed with this conversation with caution, which is if he can come back this early, fine, right? If all the doctors say it's okay and he's healthy enough to do it, fine. Even then, I'm not going to think that he's going to come out here and instantly be even like Mikal Bridges, like 22 a night, hyper efficient, great defense. Like that's still a lot to ask for somebody to get to.
Yeah,
coming off of this injury. Now, if Jason Tatum is just immune to any of the normal effects that an Achilles injury can do to you, fine. And it looks like he's kind of on that way. He was dunking 2 months ago.
Yeah,
it is what it is. But I am hesitant to say, oh yeah, we're just going to slot Tatum in. He's going to be 22, 5 and 5, and we're going to get to a conference finals. Easy, right? That seems a little bit much.
For sure, yeah. Maybe I'm setting too high of expectations. I'm saying this operating on the assumption that he's only coming back if he's ready. And I'm just assuming that it is true and he is capable of doing this thing that we don't often see, which is a bad assumption. But, that's the spirit of the question, that if that is the case and he is a complete outlier in the course of NBA history and a complete outlier in the sports medicine development cycle of history, then I think we're just going to see an unprecedented team this year.
Okay.
But that's a question. Maybe
it's a
this isn't a prediction.
Fair question.
This isn't a prediction. This is a question. We have to find out, is he ready? If not, then we have a cute team that's going to be the 4 seed or whatever that will put up a good fight against whoever's the 1 seed, and it'll still be a cool season for them. They'll get development of the young players still. They'll still be in a position to be really primed to have a great year next year with Jordan Walsh in the starting lineup, and maybe they trade for a center at the deadline. There can still be a promising season that's better than we thought. But if that outlier possibility is there, this could be a crazy year.
Yeah, man. I hope it's not putting Tatum's long-term health in jeopardy at all. Of course, that's what we're all hoping for, but I do want to see it more than ever. And if this happens, man, oh man.
Yep.
They make the finals, Joe Mazzulla, you are one of them ones as a coach, bro. Just what I thought.
If they make the finals again, what is that? Top 3 coach in the league at worst?
Yeah.
What, maybe top 1?
I don't.
He could be in the running.
He's top 3 for sure. Man. This is a good question. To kick off.
Okay, let's stay in the Atlantic Division. Who has the Detroit Pistons?
That's me.
What is your one question for the Detroit Pistons in 2026?
Wait, the Pistons are not in the Atlantic.
Oh, my bad. Who's in the... I was looking at the
Atlantic is the Raptors.
Oops.
Knicks.
Who has the Philadelphia 76ers?
That's not me.
Philadelphia 76ers is me.
What is your one question for the Sixers in 2026?
My one question for the Sixers in 2026 is, can Jared McCain be a part of this core in the long run? Be impactful, at least for the next year, specifically in 2026. Over the last few games, he's been much better. Specifically this weekend. Now, of course, don't look at these efficiency numbers. They're disgusting. He still hasn't been hitting his shots whatsoever. But he's been doing all the other impactful things for the Sixers, coming off the bench, of course, alongside at spurts with Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. There's been so many conversations when it comes to how will he fit onto this team? And of course, since he's tore his meniscus, like we haven't been able to see the same level of anything pretty much, especially shot making when it comes to especially shot making for Jared McCain at all. And so like with VJ just like being better, trending up as of late, having a natural up and down rookie year, it just begins harder and harder to think about Jared McCain and how he's gonna showcase his value.
Yeah.
And I want to know if he still has a place on this team.
Yeah, especially going into the rest of the season, like we said, really the next 2 months, all of January and the first half of February before the trade deadline, decide, do you see a vision where he's one of the more important parts of your team? And it's also, like you said, post meniscus injury, can he make the shot making level again and like be worthy of that? But even if he does start playing really well, is there ever a world in which you can start Maxey, VJ, and McCain?
Probably not.
Probably not. And those are your 3 best assets, I think. You probably want to be able to start your 3 best assets. Now, you don't want to rush into things if you're not really trying to win anytime soon. So you don't have to move him or anything. It's okay to have a elite 6-man as one of your best assets, right? It could be fine. But if the opportunity presents itself and you have 3 guards and you want to redistribute your talent a little more evenly and there's a forward available for trade and he could be one of the most important parts of that trade package, you have to explore that option.
I feel like with McCain, everything's interesting because whenever he got going last year, like Embiid's out, PG's out, Maxey was hurt. And so you really had this moment where it was just McCain. And then for a second, it felt like McCain was the future.
Yeah.
And then now that he started this year hurt and Maxey came out doing what he's doing, VJ Edgecombe has had, super bright spots. They're starting when people talk about the Sixers, you talk about them in the context of this backcourt of the future, which is Maxey and Edgecombe. And so it already feels like McCain is kind of on the outside looking in of this duo or this trio, and kind of like an understanding of you're probably not going to be here just because of, and it has nothing to do with Jared McCain, the player.
Yeah.
And for what you said, it's hard to start and play and close games with 3, smallish guards and think that you can still yield a positive winning defense and positive winning team like that. It would be easier if you had a, 7'2" defensive demon. But obviously, those days of Joel Embiid are gone.
At least on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
And this tweet I saw the other day, Jared McCain, unfortunately, and it's Tyrese Halliburton and Brunson saying he's the next guy to find a new team and flourish with more usage, getting healthy, being able to be the main part of a team.
Yeah.
I don't think it's off the table. So I think he's a very attractive trade chip. I'm sure teams out there aren't overreacting to him coming off an injury. I'm sure he'd have some good value to him. And you look across the Sixers roster, they're in a weird limbo season where they have this big money of Paul George and Joel Embiid, who have had some good games as of late. I think Paul George might be on. He can be decent still, which is a strange phrase for Paul George. But even if he is really good for his standards at this age, post-injuries and whatnot, those are still kind of negative contracts no matter what. We know no matter what, VJ and Maxey are going to be what they are, developing nicely. McCain's really the only question mark on this roster.
Unfortunately, the dynasty starts after him.
Yeah. And honestly,
and he might start a dynasty somewhere else.
True.
Yeah.
He might be Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, potentially, man.
Not really, but he can be really good, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, exactly. We know exactly what you're trying to say. This last game, I think it was against the Mavericks, he had a plus minus. Of course, plus minus don't mean too much, but for the context of Jared McCain and showcasing how different his game looks now in terms of like he's doing all the scrappy things, trying to rebound here and there, even though he's a little dude, like. He was a plus 29, which is amazing for someone like him. His shot isn't falling, and he's still like that impactful, and he's doing things on the court that other guys like I would say like Quentin Grimes necessarily isn't doing on the fucking on the court, other than getting buckets.
And we can loop Quentin Grimes into there too. What do you do? This guard log jam that we're highlighting Jared McCain because he's the most interesting part. Well, Quentin Grimes trade might happen. They don't know if they want to pay him long term either. So.
Oh, they didn't want to pay him either.
Yeah,
this summer. You're right.
So that's another trade that might be available to try to maybe repackage both of them together to a team, or maybe 2 different deals and get more picks in the door. Like figuring out what to do with all these guards is their question mark.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think Quentin Grimes is more so just like a 6-man type of guy. Like he should know his role. At least I hope so.
Sure, but if
doesn't
he's expiring, they should trade him to a contender that wants that extra punch.
Yeah.
Like I've seen Lakers fans want Quentin Grimes because he's a little bit better point of attack defender than what they have, make him a little bit more defensive focused.
Yeah.
Not really my point of what I want. I'd rather have a big wing defender, but every good team could use a Quentin Grimes type player.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Next team in this division. I'm sure you have this team, Donovan. What is your question mark for the Knicks in 2026?
I don't have them.
That's me. So, my biggest question mark for the Knicks They've had a tremendous season so far. Started off a little bit rocky, but as of late, they've been much better. From head to toe, they recently made the change where they had Josh Hart. They put Josh Hart into the starting lineup, and that's looked amazing. You know, Cat's been better. Jalen Brunson's playing some of the most efficient basketball in the league right now. Mikal Bridges is elite. OG Anunoby's doing fantastic. I don't have any real questions for this team as a contender, but if you're a contender, one thing I will say is that every single dollar that you spend is so insanely valuable. And they're specifically spending $5.7 million on one Gerson Yabusele, and he's not doing anything productive on the court at all. He's not good. So my question for them is, will they be able to do anything of importance with that salary? Because that type of salary it's not a mid-level exception or anything like that. You know, it's decent money. That's role player type money. Can they do anything with that salary? I'm not expecting to trade or anything like that, or potentially that could be in the fucking air.
What else would you want to see them do with it?
I'm meant to say not like a massive trade and whatnot, you know.
Yeah.
But can they do something with that salary?
Yeah. Can they use that as salary filler probably to get a move for one more guy on this bench and have a little bit more depth?
Yeah.
What do you want to see them address if they're going to use that and package it with whoever else you think is expendable?
I mean, honestly, somebody who could play like the Yabu role.
Get
like,
another big forward?
Yeah, somebody who like, because if he was working out, I'd feel great, and I would really, really feel good about it. But when you have the rotation of Hart sometimes at the wing and then OG and Mikal, I would like to get one more, because you know that you are going to have your bigs of Cat and Robinson. You know that Brunson is gonna be out there. You have Deuce there for shooting, who's been shooting like crazy, even though he's been hurt. But you've had Deuce. Jordan Clarkson's played really well. Tyler Kolek established himself throughout the NBA Cup run, and with that game, like, he's been good. So I feel like you're good on guards. You know who your bigs are going to be. It's everybody in between, and just finding some more big bodies would be great. And so I fully agree with Mo. If you can find a way to get something out of that basically $6 million salary spot, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you probably got to pair him with somebody else though, because $6 million really doesn't do a lot for you.
I know, but I mean, it could do at least something. At least do something for the fan spirit, because he's currently getting like 10 to 7 minutes a game and whatnot here and there, and that could at least get you to do something in the buyout market potentially.
Can't we help the fan spirit by cutting Yabusele? Yes. Yes, we can make this happen. We can make their lives better by not making them watch Yabusele.
But they're good, man. They're overall solid. The defense is middling. They have like one of the 3 best offenses in the league. Like, this is the best case scenario for the Knicks right now.
Yeah, and like the bigger picture, the only question is, are you going to make the finals this year? We've talked all year that it's just them or the Cavs. The Cavs have seemingly bowed out of that equation. They have been absolutely terrible. So the East is yours for the taking. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Need that.
If they don't make it, it's over.
It's not going to be fun.
Donovan, do you have a team in the Atlantic Division?
I do. I have the Brooklyn Nets.
What you got for me?
My question is, should MPJ actually stay here long term?
It's a fair question. I'm sure they're thinking about it.
I think with the level that he's been at, this idea of just, bringing in guys and selling high, and like, you can do that and get two more draft picks, get some more first round picks. However, what are we going to do with them? We're going to draft some more wings. We're going to draft some more point guards. Like, I think they are they've been so bad and so like money laundering adjacent that you really like have to look at MPJ and the production and say, this might be something worth building around, or worth at least having in the building, so we have actual NBA talent here while everything else kind of develops. I don't think it would be crazy to not trade MPJ and to keep him, and now you just have this guy who can score 25 a night for you.
Yeah, I think I've drawn the comparison all season that he's basically Larry Markkinen from a production standpoint, and from a style of play, off-ball scoring specialist that can do a little bit of ball handling if needed, but you really want him running off of screens, cutting, not really dribbling much, and he's finding a way to score at essentially the same rate as Larry Markkinen.
Stop right there. No. Name when was the last time the Utah Jazz got the number 1 overall pick? They haven't gotten the number 1 overall pick at all throughout this Larry Markkinen era. Get rid of MPJ immediately. Why would you want to be like the Jazz? I mean, they're on the uprise right now. Don't get me wrong. I got them. I got some words for them. But no, you don't want to keep him. Why?
Yeah. So that's what I was going to say. Is, do you want to go down that road they did in making him like untouchable in trade talks for some reason, where Larry Markkinen, they're viewing him as their franchise player and building around him to stay competent and like do this halfway rebuild thing? I suppose there's a route where if they had a little bit more lottery luck, they could look smart because maybe if they happen to have, who could have they picked in this coming draft instead of Ace Bailey? If they had been like pick number 2 or 3, they could have got Dylan Harper. And now we're like, oh shit, Dylan Harper and Lauri Markkanen is awesome. So the lottery kind of makes a lot of teams look stupider than they are potentially. But they haven't had top 4 odds for what you just said, mostly because of Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah.
They shut him down last year. I think most would argue that they could have got the most value out of Lauri Markkanen a year and a half ago before they paid him. I don't know if that's a route you want to go down, but I don't think it's indefensible.
I think they have their own first round pick this year. They have 2 first round picks next year. I think for them, you can kind of become a player, and I think that for that same reason why we can look at the Jazz and be like, oh, like I don't know why you didn't trade Lowry because you didn't have lottery luck. You can say the same thing for the Nets and for all of these bad teams.
Yeah,
which is just because you lose the most games does not guarantee in the same way that you're going to have a top 3 pick.
True.
So already bringing in talent like MPJ, knowing that you got a 2032 unprotected pick in that trade, obviously that's way down the line, but you essentially kind of like won that trade, right? We'll see how the Nuggets ultimately end up, but you got a 25 point per game score. You added another first round pick to your arsenal. You have 3 first round picks over the next 2 years. We will see what happens. And if you don't end up like they might be they might finish with a bottom 3 record, not get the number 1 pick, and now you don't get the exact player that you want. Let's just have a good player on the team, and kind of build it out.
Yeah, the fact that nothing's guaranteed with these odds is equally as much an argument to keep good players as it is to make sure you have the best odds. Like, you can really look at it from either point, and it's not illogical, especially because Brooklyn is not Utah. They can get a free agent star at some point. And Michael Porter Jr. is the type of player that fits with any star, obviously. So no free agency signing stars is dead. But I'm sure if Donovan Mitchell became available today because the Cavs blow it up, okay, that's a bad example because he's played in Utah. Let's say he never played in Utah. I think Donovan Mitchell will be a lot more interested in living in Brooklyn and facilitating a trade there than he would to go live in Utah.
He still would have did that. The Nets at their peak, if they can like figure stuff out and start getting everything rolling. Their pitch is you can come live in New York, have all the access of being in the New York market, and not have to deal with the day-to-day, slander talk show news cycle of being a New York Knick. You can have it all and still be under the radar. It is very very attractive.
Yeah, and when we're ready to do that, maybe next summer we have a wing scorer that can fit with you, and we have a big man that can block shots, a good defensive center in Claxton.
Yeah,
obviously we have a lot of other fucking ridiculous young players around the roster that we got to hope 1 or 2 of them are good, but it kind of makes sense to straddle both those sides with them right now. Yeah. So I do think they should trade Michael Porter Jr. if the right deal arises, but they don't have to force it for everything you're saying.
Yeah. They're surprised. They're sneaky, like decent, man. It's kind of fucking up their lottery odds. Not even kind of. It is fucking up their lottery odds.
Yeah. Maybe that's good. Maybe
and look at that.
Trade them.
And look at that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It really depends on what they want to do, but I understand both sides. It's a valid question. Next team in this division, Toronto Raptors. I have them. They are last in this division, aren't they? They are.
Yuck.
The Toronto Raptors currently have 2 good players on this roster that are solidified. We know they're good. Some more promising players, not to disparage the young guys. Scotty Barnes and Ingram are the real players in this roster.
Okay.
My question for you, in 2026, how do you acquire more than 2 good players? Because I don't know.
Very simple.
I sat down and I said, I want to make sure every question asked here is a little more specific than just like, can they win finals? Do they need tank? And like, not so simplistic. It kind of has to be simplistic for them because they are in a weird fucking spot. They just paid Jakob Poeltl a deal that immediately aged like fucking yogurt. It's disgusting. He's played very poorly, playing through back injuries. Does not look like a player you want on your roster for the next 4 years. Emmanuel Quickley has had some bright spots, better than he was to start the season. We all agree that was a swing and a miss as far as giving him that big money as well. RJ Barrett has proved to be immensely valuable to this team because they need all the ball handling they can get. They need all the scoring threats they can get around Scotty Barnes and Ingram. Obviously not someone that we view as like a cornerstone player on the same level of the other 2 guys. They've quickly fallen down the standings because after that stretch where they went 8-0, beating a bunch of terrible teams, it's kind of fallen apart a little bit with that RJ Barrett injury I mentioned. They have a lot of promising young guards. Maybe Jacoby Walter can become something. Maybe Grady Dick will one day start shooting like we hope he can. We'll see what CMB becomes. There's other pieces that may be a swing factor in coming years, but they can't just rely on that. They're kind of at the point where they're clearly trying to do this all-in, win-now type of thing. They'd refuse to fully tank. when you get a Brandon Ingram and you pay him to give you a second all-star level guy, quote unquote, around Scotty Barnes, you're trying to win now. And their pieces just are not good enough to win out under any circumstance. And they're also big contracts that have pretty much zero value, I think. So they're kind of stuck without a way out. I don't even know the answer to this, but they got to find a way to get some good players on that roster.
Yeah, I honestly feel like they're the perfect team that is in contention for where we're at right now, but we have to wait until the next star player who is unhappy is ready to be traded. That's the only way out in my mind.
I guess. And if that's the scenario, like, I don't know what player that'd be right now. Let's say Darius Garland can continue to pick on the Cavs. There's a report, as people were like theorizing, Darius Garland might be the next one out. Maybe he wants his own team. That makes sense for them. They need a point guard. Are the Cavs going to want RJ Barrett or quickly their money plus picks? Like, those contracts are kind of undesirable. Maybe there's some team out there that would want that. Like, if the Kings were trading Levine and for some reason they wanted Levine, like, the Kings would probably want your mediocre players to make a lot of money. Not a lot of good teams would. So it might be kind of hard to make a deal like that happen because you might have to give even more picks to compensate for the fact that a team views quickly as a negative contract. It's just a really hard spot to be in when you're paying people like you're a contender and you're performing like you're the 12th best team in your conference.
Yeah, they're 3-7 in their last 10 games. Guess who has a worse net rating than them? Guess how many teams?
2 in those 10 games?
Yeah, in the last 10 games.
Oh, 0.
They've been the worst offense in the league in the last 10 games.
They scored the other night. We were recording this on Monday night, December 22nd. On Sunday, the Hawks and the Bulls played, and it was 150 to 152. On the same night, the Raptors played. I forget who. Neither team scored 100 points. What the hell? That's 2 different games.
They're anti-buckets, man. That's crazy.
So like it was great
gosh.
when they started the season strong and they're putting this stuff together. The talent has caught up to them. They're getting out talented. There's obviously, like I said, injuries at play too. They're not 3-7 for the rest of the season level good.
Yeah.
But they're also not 8-0 like they were for that stretch. They're somewhere in the middle, and I think that middle is probably closer to being a playing team.
Mm-hmm.
They got to trade for Ja, man.
Maybe.
They got to
They got to trade for Trey. I'm not even joking about that. If he's available, they need Trey. That would help.
That can never. I would hate to be a Raptors fan, man. I would hate to have to force myself every single night to tune in to. Not even tune in, bro.
Trey, Barnes, Ingram, never mind. Yuck.
I have to keep up with Toronto news and make sure Trey is safe every night, bro. I gotta tune into the local news stadiums and all that. I don't want to do that. I'm good.
Yeah, Toronto. I don't know what the move is. You're in a really tough spot to pivot. Most teams we can look up and say we need to blow it up. They're not in blow it up range. They have Scotty Barnes, who's not super young anymore. Eventually you got to win, or otherwise you're gonna look up and he's 28 and you haven't done shit. So unless you want to trade Scotty Barnes, which they clearly don't want to do, so they can't blow it up. The only option is to trade these contracts and all the picks you have remaining for another star. Then you have a big 3 that's expensive with Ingram as part of it. That's not appealing. You're not gonna trade Ingram. You just paid him. They're fucked.
They're stuck.
They're stuck.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of misfits together doing misfit things.
Yeah, they just gotta hope some of these young guys pop, I guess.
When it comes to trading contracts specifically, Poto got to be the first one out, and then after that, I'm looking at IQ.
You're not kidding. You cannot trade Jakob Poeltl. Nobody will give you anything for a 3-year contract of Jakob Poeltl.
Call up, see what front office has the lowest IQ based off of their college.
It's yours.
Nah,
No,
you're gonna
no.
see a mirror.
Yeah, years
It's
ago.
the Pelicans.
Yeah,
They just traded for Ingram and gave him all that money. And then for this to be the outcome, they're not high up on the IQ rating right now. They gave Jakob Poeltl the contract we're talking about. They're low on the rankings. And I don't even hate the Ingram move, but the Ingram move being all in and you're not ready to be all in because quickly is a bad contract. Poeltl's a bad contract. They're not high up on this ranking of smartest front offices.
The quickly thing is still it's still
so
baffling.
dumb.
Yeah, that's the one that hurts the most because that was your opportunity trading OG and that was seen as a worthwhile bet. It just didn't work.
Yeah,
The Poeltl one's indefensible though because that was a bad contract in the moment. He's old. That was dumb.
It's crazy.
Just nitwit stuff, man. That's crazy.
All right, that's the end of the Atlantic Division. Let's move on to the Pacific Division. Who has a team in this they want to start with?
Me.
What you got?
I have the Phoenix Suns. And my question for them is Jalen Green, ? Because
Does he exist?
yeah, does he exist? Will he exist on this team? Will he exist for another team? He's only played 2 games. He came out, played well, then got hurt again with that hamstring. And the Suns team has played really, really well. They're gonna be in the play-in. They're gonna have an opportunity to make the playoffs. And you've basically gotten nothing from Jalen Green all year long. I am still I'm still weary of the idea that we can play Devin Booker and Jalen Green at the same time, and the entire identity that we've created for this team so far, that Jalen Green is just going to slide right in for a long period of time and continue doing that. So do you try and flip Jalen Green at the deadline and just, do what basically we all thought was going to happen anyways, which is you'll reroute him, get some more picks, get some more assets? Or for the second half of the year, whenever he comes back, do you try and run Booker, Green, Brooks, and see how far that gets you and kind of commit yourself to Jalen Green? I think at this point, that's the biggest question that you have, because everybody else on your team has bought into what Jordan Ott is selling.
Mm-hmm. I think you definitely give it this year and you see what it can be. Whether or not you believe in it long term isn't even necessarily the point to me. It's just like the value isn't very high right now, especially with him being injured. He need to reclaim value and like play well so you can flip him for something worthwhile, not just him being salary filler. Yeah, so I think you give it this year, especially how they're playing. Devin Booker is essentially playing point guard again. I don't see why Jalen Green can't fit in. And yeah, that's assuming he's like plays well, which is always the onus on Jalen Green. But if he just continues to be Jalen Green, I can see it working. We're seeing a good defensive infrastructure here. We're seeing the Dillon Brooks culture setting.
That's
defense.
What's interesting to me. Like, how do you want him? How is he supposed to like come in there and like just take on Dillon Brooks' role? Because I'm assuming that's what's going to happen, because he's Jalen Green, the number 2 overall pick a couple of years ago, and he has like, of course, the bag. He has the expectation to be like the second best player on the team, and it's so weird. I never thought I would get to this point, but I don't know if I'd necessarily would want that to happen.
I'll slow down on the Dillon Brooks thing.
I don't know.
It's not taking his role. They can clearly play together. Dillon Brooks is having a cool year where he's having these big games. He's not an efficient second option still. Like, it's nice that he's scaling up when needed. You want Dillon Brooks to be spotting up, attacking with bench units, and not being your second leading shot taker.
But he's doing it and it's working.
It's cool. It's working. He's not actually like efficient on the year or anything like that. So like,
hey man,
it'll be good for Dillon Brooks as well if there's another guy out there so he can have some easier shots.
Obviously, I'll say it like this: it's Devin Booker's city. This is Dillon Brooks' team. Dillon Brooks is out here hooping,
and he can still hoop with Jalen Green there. They're not mutually exclusive. Yeah. They can still get their games off together.
I hope so, man.
But yeah, the question is, what do you get out of Jalen Green? Does it give you a second win to the season where you go even higher because it works well and now you're a clear top 6 team? Mm-hmm. Does it give you a trade asset to make something else happen? We will see, but answering that question is huge.
Yeah. I have the Sacramento Kings. I can get them out the way really quick.
Cool.
All right. For the Kings, my question is, can you identify the youths and develop them? I'm looking at you, Devin Carter. That's it.
Okay. I had the Los Angeles Lakers. This one's kind of interesting. Obviously, like, the big question is, like, are they good enough to win the championship? Will they win a championship? The LeBron stuff is the LeBron stuff. But I think the more specific question that they need to answer that's more interesting to me, should they trade for an elite defender if they can at the deadline right now? Because they have 1 first-round pick plus 2 swaps. They can probably get in the running for Herb Jones if he's available, or whoever player X is available that is worthy of a first-round pick and a couple more small assets. They can throw their hat in that ring. And I think they have a good chance of getting a team to give them that for that package. Or do you wait till the summer and stick to your original plan that if you go to the summer, LeBron expires, you have a ton of cap space, and you have 3 first-round picks and 3 swaps to work with. Mm-hmm. And you can go big fish hunting and try to get whoever the best elite role player, like a OG and Anunoby type trade that takes multiple first-round picks, or a star trade if someone's available, whatever it looks like. You have a bunch of cap space and a bunch of ammo trade pick-wise to like completely reinvent your roster in the summer. So the question is this season, are you confident enough in your team and the nucleus you have right now while being an imperfect defensive construction that you think it's worth giving up that flexibility entirely, taking away the 3 first-round pick vision, spending 1 this summer to maximize this single playoff run?
I feel like they've been having the same conversation for 3 years now.
Yeah, but now it's real with the Luka thing.
Yeah.
Because now like we can actually say we can pivot to a new era this summer because LeBron can be gone off the books. Maybe he comes back for cheap for a farewell tour, or he goes to Cleveland for a farewell tour, whatever it may be. I can assure you LeBron James will not be on this roster for a max contract next year. That much is a guarantee. And they'll have to pay Austin Reeves max contract.
I don't know. Last summer you said, "Oh, I can assure you that LeBron's not going to take the max or whatnot," and he just went ahead and stifled him for a bigger contract.
Well, because he can opt in. Now he's a free agent. They're not going to give him. If they would have, if they wanted to, they already would have. There's all this smoke here about them not wanting to pay him and him being. There's a reason that smoke is there. So like literally, if he wanted an extension and they said no, So they're not going to give him $60 million. Now they might give him 30, which isn't a max anymore, but feels like it. That might be possible if they give Austin Reeves 40 and LeBron 30 for 1 year. Like that's certainly possible. But he won't be making $60 million next year. So they can go that route and retain all their players, maybe get a couple guys in here, get the mid-level exception open, trade those 3 first-round picks, make stuff happen. That's a real option on the table that makes it so it'll be dissatisfying as a fan if they don't maximize this year, they don't go get a defender, and they go into the playoffs with no real chance of winning a title, get their fucking teeth kicked in again by the Timberwolves because they're bigger and more athletic than them, and the wing defenders aren't nearly good enough. And we're like, what the hell, man? You wasted your last year of LeBron potentially. But I get it if they can like really reinvent the roster this summer.
And that is why I would go all in. I would get a defender. I would do it. I think that there was a moment where Lakers fans were, talking about, okay, we're gonna get ourselves a third star. Like we can get Kyrie. Should we trade for Trae Young? All this other stuff. You got your star, right? You got your second star and star that can be the face of the franchise post LeBron. You got that in Luka. I think that now the biggest priority should be how do we fill out this team around Luka? Because if you know that you don't think LeBron is going to be here long term, you didn't give him the extension. You guys have both been passive aggressive all summer long. You know that we're moving around Luka. Okay, cool. Let's get the good players in the door right now because we are in his prime. We are in his window. And I think that's the way that they should go.
Yeah, being 100% honest with you, I agree because OKC is just going to continue to get better and better. The Spurs, where the fuck are they going? They're going to get better and better as well. Like, once LeBron leaves, of course, you're going to open up a ton of cap space and whatnot. But realistically speaking, like, what better chance do you have in terms of a talent juice aspect to give these other teams like the Spurs, like the OKC, of course, a real run for their money? I think the time is now. Why not?
Well, I don't know, but you do have a substantially better chance if you wait. Like in terms of, so I'm not saying it's the right move value-wise, because I'm not saying we should punt the season. I'm not necessarily deciding that's what I think. But to be a contrarian and to be Rob Pelinka and explain his vision, let's say, I don't know who the players will be that are available. Hard to say, right? Let's say it's an OG Anunoby type who was available a few years ago for multiple first-round picks. That type of player could be gotten in the summer. So you could trade your second round picks and swaps for a Keon Ellis in the summer and pay him, who's going to be a restricted free agent, right? You can pay Aiden a reasonable amount, extend Austin Reeves, and then trade for OG Anunoby as a filler for Wing X with those 3 first round picks. And that's obviously, I just outlined a great team. That now you have a starting 5 plus Keon Ellis is a 6 man. That's real. Now at the deadline, maybe Keon Ellis is the guy you have to trade a first-round pick for, or whoever is somebody of that caliber, and you lose the ability to trade 3 first-round picks for that top-tier guy that's available in the summer.
All of this is really on like pick inflation and value because people are getting traded for 4 first-round picks and 3 first-round picks that have never been traded for 3 or 4 first-round picks.
So you need the ammo to be able to do that.
So and I understand that. I also think that if you and obviously we don't know right now how things are going to play out in 6 months, but if you're gonna make that move during the season, you better be damn sure that the player you are getting is going to be competent for you. We cannot have another Gabe Vincent situation where you
better be damn sure that if you get that player, you're good enough for it to matter, because there's a chance that, I'll use Keon Ellis for an example. I don't think he deserves a first-round pick in a trade market. What if he does, and that's their only move? They go get Keon Ellis with their first. Keon Ellis doesn't make them good enough to win a championship. No, I know you never want to waste a year when you have Luka. Yeah. But, there's a real argument that it'll hurt. Your fans will be mad. But, if there's no needle-moving move out there that'll really make you have a chance to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in a 7-game series, don't waste a first-round pick.
And I agree. I think if you're the Lakers and we use Keon Ellis, if you don't think that he's worth a first round pick, don't do it.
Or Wiggins, something like that, who's an expiring contract. Maybe he can be gone for a first round pick.
Yeah, but if in a vacuum you don't think that the guy is worth a first round pick, and we're gonna have to spend it because we're trying to do something right now. If that's the case, then no. But if there's a guy out there that you value as a first round pick internally, and he's available for 1 first round pick, then yes. Then if that's the case, then go do it.
Yeah. With all that being said, I want to see them trade Andrew Wiggins, give for Andrew Wiggins a first round pick, trade Dalton Connect in 2 seconds for Keon Ellis. As a fan, I want to see them go all in, but I do understand the argument to not do it.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest question.
Okay.
Who's next in this division?
Me. I have the Warriors.
Ooh.
Very existential. What is our next move? They
Is
are.
there a next move?
You have to figure it out because it is. You are 14 and 15 right now.
Ooh.
14 and 15.
Yuck.
We're about to be 30 games into the season, and you're going to be either under 500 or right there. And you have Steph Curry playing at the level that he's playing. You have Jonathan Kuminga that we have been having this like on again, off again relationship for.
So incredibly
They have a will
toxic.
they won't they with Kuminga.
Yeah. it's not great. And I think that this franchise has been in transition for a long time, but it's kind of been masked by like, oh, we're actually doing the 2 timelines thing. Well, that's officially over and it's been done. And you know that you have Steph Curry for only a couple more years left, either at this level to reasonably expect him to play this, or that his patience is going to run out and like he's gonna, ask for a trade or anything. You have to figure out what's going on, because for a team that has had all the success that they have, that still have, bits and pieces, and if you squint your eyes, you can still see the infrastructure of a good team here that can legitimately compete. But the rest of the league and the rest of the conference is passing you by, and you have to figure it out very, very quickly. So in 2026, whether that is a minor thing that you figure out and something snaps, or if it is a big picture, complete retooling of how you want this team to operate, that's fine. Whichever route that you want to go, that's okay. You just have to figure it out.
Yeah. It really does come back down to Kuminga. Like, it's the same question we had preseason.
I tried so hard not to just say Kuminga.
It is, though, for them. That's what sucks. It's like, for some teams, it just will be the obvious answer. And I think it's literally the thing we said in preseason. What will you trade Kuminga for? When we did our one question that will define their overall season. It's still that. There was those couple cute games before the beginning of the season where we were, oh shit, he figured it out. He's cutting. He's making these short roll passes. The ball is moving. Kuminga's fitting in. He knows what's needed of him. That's all we ever asked of him. He forgot. He's back to being Kuminga. And now he's completely out of the rotation. That's crazy. They're not even trying to have value. They're not even trying to big him up. They're saying you will sit over there until we're legally allowed to trade you.
Forgot is also a hilarious word. He like makes a layup and he's like, oh.
Yeah, he sees it. His first couple games as a role player. Third game, he scores 20, and he's like, I gotta keep going. He's got the devil on his shoulder. He looks over, he sees Carmelo Anthony. He's like, shoot that bitch. But yeah, I don't know if they can get anything for him. I can't imagine anybody's jumping to add value. Can they get a couple seconds and like give themselves something to add on to other contracts and like maybe a pick swap? I don't know, like some low level picks that they can package other stuff to go get a role player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm so incredibly tired about talking about the Warriors because it's the same exact shit every single time. I feel like I'm just in a straitjacket in a white room by myself, no windows, no nothing, bro. Just straight white walls saying the same thing over and over. I'm in psychosis, bro. I'm tripping, literally tweaking beyond measures because it's the same talking point consistently. The same, like, oh, look at Steph, though. He's, 37, 38 years old, and he still has a chance. We can just go ahead and trade maybe for Larry Markin and whatnot. We go ahead, do the Jimmy Butler thing, and it gives us, like, it's honestly been the biggest fresh of breath air or biggest ounce of fresh air over the last, since they won the fucking finals, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 2021. Was it 2021? Or when did they win the finals?
22.
22. Yeah, back when we won the finals in 22, bro. Since then, it's just been nothing but fucking bleakness, bro. I hate talking about the Warriors because it's annoying and we don't talk about anything new. Like, the craziest talking point that people have had, Warriors fans specifically, is like, oh, man, he went ahead and benched Will Richard. Who gives a fuck?
This is you thinking about the Warriors? You're just stuck in the void?
Yes. What are we doing? Why is Steve Kerr benching Will Richard? Like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah, they just are who they are. They're just this old team trying to cling on to it, find ways to get this new era, and they just keeps being one reason why they're not there.
The way
annoying.
The way they just let this Steph Curry era just dwindle away and give him like no help at all will be.
They've tried, and things haven't worked out. It's just I'm past making this whole like I can't believe they've allowed this to happen. Like
I know
we're just here, and they're just a mid team trying to get their way out of mid, and that's tough.
They make me talk about them every single week, saying the same things every single week.
Next
Fuck.
team, Los Angeles Clippers. Real big. Honestly, the main question that will define 2026 is when are the Feds going to do a sweep and what are they going to decide? That's the real answer. In lieu of not talking about that any further, are you going to decide to keep the band together and just try to win it out, or are you going to do what you should do? And are you going to enter a poor man's rebuild? And who are you going to trade to do that? They clearly, I think, at this point, are so bad that I don't think there's any real reason to sell yourself in the vision of we'll drag ourselves into the play-in, let's sell tickets, have this new dome. That shit's dead. When you're this far under the ability to be good, that's not by accident, you know? I think they need to trade Harden. Maybe trade Kawhi if it's possible. Probably not. Probably trade Zubac if the Celtics are throwing you a couple first-round picks. All you can do now is ignore the sunk cost of not having your first-round pick. Ignore the fact that you're going to give Oklahoma City AJ DeBonsa. It's tough.
Ignore it.
It feels icky. Pretend you don't know about that because the sunk cost. Get as many first-round picks as you can. Get as many young players as you can, and hope you strike gold somewhere deep in the first round. And do everything you can to maximize your assets because this era is over.
So they're 5 games behind the Blazers for the 10th spot in the West.
Damn.
Listen, we go on a nice little 6-game winning streak. We can get some stuff done.
Yeah, I guess if you think the Blazers are going to fall off, sure.
Just to catch, just try and catch people. We'll see. But I don't think that they're going to make the play-in. I don't think that they're going to make the playoffs. You do have to trade Zubac, and if the Celtics ask, or if anybody asks, and they are offering first-round picks, you take them.
Yeah, multiple. You take that.
You have to.
Same for Harden.
And I trade everybody.
Yeah.
Right. You have to figure out. You have to figure out if we're able to recoup anything. If all you have until 2030, let's say we get to 2030 over the next 5 years, and it's like the Clippers have picked 26 times in the second round. It's like, you know what? Okay, like let's see if we can do that. They have nothing. They have nothing, and I just think that you have to find a way to figure out our value, and you have to mentally prepare yourself that you have given the Oklahoma City Thunder not only one dynasty, but you have set them up for the potential to get another one. And now that Zubac is going to be hurt for several weeks, nothing else matters.
Yeah, and so the real question is, do you have the courage to do an ugly rebuild that nobody will like, and you have to hope that you can succumb to, or not succumb to that pressure of avoiding the ugliness and deal with your lumps, have bad seasons when you get first-round picks that aren't yours, and you just do everything you can to get young players in the door, take as many bites of the apple as you can, and find a way to find value. Do what the Brooklyn Nets did post their colossusly terrible trade. And honestly, we'll also fucking hire an entire new scouting department and really invest there. Throw Bombers money that direction this summer so we can get some young players that are actually good. It's a bad outcome, but you have to be willing to accept it. And that takes a certain amount of bravery.
Yeah, you guys are literally the worst team in the league when it comes to finding, scouting, developing young talent. You guys have no names to actually show in your like development trophy case at all over the last goddamn 15 or something like that years, bro. We sat down and dove deep into that, and we dove deep into that just a couple episodes ago. And the best hope is going back to what you said, find a couple diamonds in the rough, guys who have a lot to prove. Find you, I don't know, Cam Thomas, MPJ, some of that nature, Kuminga or whatnot, and have those guys try to make a name for themselves in the league. Guys who are starving, who are hungry, bro.
Yeah, I'm treating this like his summer league and the G League.
It's the last chance you.
Exactly. We're having open tryouts.
Yes.
Anybody who wants to come and see and prove that you can play basketball, let's do it.
Yes.
Yep. Is what it is. Sucks. Next division. We're gonna do the Central Division. Who has the Cleveland Cavaliers?
That's me.
What should this team do? What is the question for the most disappointing team in the NBA right now, I think? At least in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
What is their biggest question for 2026?
They need to, as a team, get into a bus and drive out to the shore, to the closest body of water near them. They need to sit on the shore. They need to all just sit around in a row. Preferably, there would be like a campsite around. You start a fire, and you sit there, and you look at each other, and you ask yourself, how did we get here? Because what the hell do you mean you won 64 games and you're getting walked down by anybody who comes in and plays against you? Darius Garland, we talked about it a little bit earlier, has the reports that like he might want to be traded. You thought you staved those off a little bit. Now we don't know. Evan Mobley was supposed to take a leap. He didn't do it. Donovan Mitchell was scoring 35, every other night. Somehow that's a bad thing. And now Jared Allen is in and out of the like the closing rotations.
Nah, he's somewhere telling somebody about the lights are too bright. He keeps talking about it,
which is ridiculous.
He loves that joke.
But it is so shocking that a team has flipped its entire ethos, its entire vibe in 6 months, when even within the organization, with how they lost, you could have told yourself all summer, man, you're lucky we were hurt. And so it's not like you truly got beat. And so the fact that you've done this complete 180 and you're struggling the way that you are, and that you are the 7th seed and you are 15-14 and you've lost 3 in a row and you're 3-7 in your last 10 games. I don't understand. I really don't understand how we got here.
Me neither. But also, then what's your question based on this? What's the question that we take away from this?
No, that's the question that they need to answer. How do we get here?
How do we get here?
Because this can't happen again. This is crazy. Because I don't even think that anything is like,
dude.
Because all the other stuff of like you kind of understand the moves that they had to make. You understand that you weren't going to keep Ty Jerome. You understand that you had to take a swing, try to fill that. This way you bring in Lonzo. That didn't work out. We understand that.
Yeah.
But for you to be the 7th seed in an Eastern Conference that all summer long we said is as wide open as possibly can be, and you are potentially going to get lapped by the 76ers, by the Orlando Magic, both teams whose star players are hurt all the time, and you have your guys. Like, I understand that Mobley's hurt as well. This is just ridiculous.
Got reports like this on the screen right now. There have been rumbles in coaching circles that pressure is mounting on Kenny Atkinson, per the Stein line.
What the fuck are we talking about? He is the last person on the pecking list, on the unpecking order, who needs to be questioned.
Well, I think what this means is probably losing the locker room. For whatever reason, whenever stuff like this happens, it's hard to say why or if it's deserving. We're not there. Typically, I think when stuff like this happens is really interpersonal dynamic based, that we can applaud his offensive scheme he implemented last year to create all these 3-point looks based on cutting and using bigs in the dunker spot as spacers for opening shots, yada, yada. It was all beautiful. You don't get this bad without some locker room issues, I think, without some coaching issues, people not being bought in. Granted, like we said, there is injury issues right now still. There is actual on-court X's and O's issues. Losing Ty Jerome, losing those paint touches, losing Darius Garland's ability to generate paint touches because of his injuries. A lot of their playmaking impetuses have kind of died, and now they're replacing him with Lonzo Ball, who has been a negative experience, to say the least. They've just gotten worse in some meaningful ways that cascaded, right? But it's also, you don't get that bad because of this. This is clearly an issue of a team being broken, I think. And the question I have is, what are they going to do about it?
Yeah, they're definitely in for a retooling scenario, a retooling season of their rebuild or retooling or whatnot. Again, this is like the third, or it's going to be the third iteration of this Cavs team. And at this point in time, I am so just like, again, bro, why are all these teams irritating me today? You guys are supposed to be the ones coming out of the conference. This is supposed to be your year clear cut. And right now you're sitting at a point to where, what are they? You said they're 15-14. Last year they were like 27-4 or something like that to this day. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what they need? They need Tristan Thompson. They need to restore some veteran leadership onto this team, bro. Like they need something, bro. Because I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, what's going on? It starts from top down, because that's not the case most of the time. Like look at the Warriors. No one's ever questioning fucking Steph Curry and whatnot, bro. For this Cavs team, I question things all around him, and I think it starts at the foundation. Who are your vets around them? They have no Georges Niang no more. They have no Tristan Thompson no more. Where are your vets?
Yeah, man, they need to find God. Brian Windhorst said via his asking around to folks in the NBA, he feels like they don't have any options right now. They kind of have to weather the storm. And that might be the real answer. You don't want to overreact, but if weathering the storm means continuing to just see if sample size grows and you get better. Sam Merrill's coming back now. By the time you're hearing this on Friday, I think he'll already be back playing. That's good. Maybe that helps, gives them another good wing there. We'll see if the rest of the pieces come back and they get whole. They clearly are capable of righting the ship. But if we get to February 1st and the ship is still leaking in every which direction and everybody's wet and tired and hates each other, Jared Allen's not safe. Darius Garland's not safe. Apparently Kenny Atkinson isn't safe, whatever that means. I think that's crazy, but if you lost him, they lost him. I don't know. Trading one of these stars and getting a new version of the team clearly should be on the table.
Yeah. It's going to be super hard. Like they are going to have to stand pat and bond together and have some like sports movie time where it's like, yes, I will do this for the good of the team, because you're in the second apron. It's going to be so hard to make moves in season when you have all of those restrictions on you. So this is, if they do trade Garland, it's going to have to be an off-season thing so that everything can be much easier to.
Or you get real creative and you probably lose some assets in that. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And that's probably, I'm sure that's what Brian Windhorst meant by they have no options. This
last game against Chicago, Darius Garland had 35 points. Amazing. But he took 27 shots to get there. That's a lot, man. That's a whole lot of points.
Yeah, and Moby wasn't playing that game. Was D-Mitch playing that game?
I believe D-Mitch was playing the game. Let me double check. I have the box score right here.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Who's the next team in this division?
Let's see. I have a lot of Central Division. Let's go.
Nope, he wasn't playing.
Nope. All right. Also, quick one for the Indiana Pacers. The question is, how quickly do we shut everybody down? Because you are, because you're obviously not good. You're not going to go to the playoffs or anything like that. The Pacers are currently 6-22. You've lost 4 straight at this time. At the time of this recording, they are not going anywhere, and they are doing what we thought that like the Celtics would do, which is, yeah, you can come out here and say you have, championship and finals DNA, all that stuff. What happens when somebody gets injured? And for them, everybody got injured. Yeah. So I think they're clearly going to be in the lottery. They're going to be at a certain point where they start looking to the draft lottery and start to adjust themselves for positioning. How early do we want to do that? That's really it for them.
Yeah, and I guess another question would just be like, is there going to be a center you like at the deadline? They're kind of like the Celtics there, that even if this year isn't anything, we need a center next year for when our star comes back. Can you get the guy? And then is it this deadline or is it going to be this summer?
X.
Yeah, they're one of the least interesting teams in the league just because we know what they are. And they're just, stuck in a gap year. Yeah. Hopefully they get Cameron Boozer. That'd be cool.
I have 2 teams in this division. I have the Bulls and the Bucks. Which one you want first?
Bucks.
Okay. I hate that I'm asking the same question again, but it's like, this is the biggest question of the fucking entire NBA. When is the Giannis thing happening?
Yep. And you know what? All we can do is say that because we talked about it to death. The biggest question for 2026, will they trade Giannis? If so, for what? If not, for what? What are we going to keep him for?
Yeah, exactly. There was a report that came out a couple of days ago about how, I think it was Jake Fisher who reported it, and they said that, or he said that they were having conversations around Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, apparently they're trying to go the other way, and they're trying to get one last ditch effort to convince him to stay by presenting him with the trade option. Can we get this guy, and do you feel confident we can compete with that? If that answer is Jeremy Grant, oh my God, that is the most grim statement. I was thinking it was like Zach LaVine or something, who's an imperfect option that might be available, but you can sell him on buckets. If you're selling him on Jeremy Grant, you hate Giannis. You don't respect him.
You hate, not even Giannis, bro. You hate these fucking fans, bro. Because they're going to have to deal with this shit when he's fucking gone. And you have nothing but to deal with other than KPJ, Miles Turner, and Jeremy Grant.
Kyle Kuzma, and I sold a $25 million power forward that makes too much money. You like that? Here's one more for you. Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, nah, it's not looking good, bro.
Yeah, we know what it is, right? It's just a wait and see thing. We'll see what the February comes around. If they get a deal they like, if Giannis really puts his finger on the button, he's been flirting with the button, and he's like, I'm going to press it. I'm going to press it.
Yeah.
Don't make me press it. Yeah. Get another star. They will not get another star, so he's probably going to have to press it. We'll see where it goes.
He's over here saying, I'm not going to press it, but my man's behind me wants to press it. Yeah. I'm not telling him to press it.
But Giannis, doesn't he do what you say? He's just implying his agent's going rogue.
Exactly.
I don't got nothing to do with it. All right, buddy.
Come on now, man. Please free us. Free us.
So we will see. But obviously the Giannis trade hangs above their heads. Nothing else really matters.
My next team and last team in this division was the Chicago Bulls. Same old story. Well, actually not same old story for me personally. Some new talking point that I have is like, why does Billy Donovan hate Modest Buzelis? That's my main question. Why?
I've seen some Bulls fans talking about this. I saw someone say that they get scary flashbacks to the Patrick Williams development and where that went all wrong.
Yeah.
But some Bulls fans that obviously have the built-in optimism for all their young players believe that Patrick Williams was done dirty by Billy Donovan limiting his development by making him put on weight and be the stand in the corner 3-and-D type power forward guy that wasn't allowed to explore the options of his bag. I'm not sure anything would have saved Patrick Williams for being a top 4 pick and making it worth it. But, Modest Buzelis is standing in the corner a lot.
Yeah, he is. There was some interview that Modest did, and he talked about his rookie year and how he made a really cool play. He I think he bumped into someone, created some separation, and he hit a fadeaway or something like that. He said that in an interview not that long ago, and he talked about how he thought it was a good move. He thought he hit one of his first NBA type shots. And then he talked about how Billy Donovan chewed him the fuck out and was like, yo, this is not what we do here.
Granted, in his most recent game, he had 28 points on 91% from the field.
Yeah.
Playing the Hawks in that garbage ass defense.
Anybody could get their shit up.
Jalen Johnson was letting him run by him every time. He's like, I score points now, by the way. I don't know if you heard. I don't play defense no more. Job description's updated, buddies. But yeah, I don't know. I guess, so to your point, the question is like, are we going to get an on-ball, modest, Buzelis opportunity as the season goes on? Are we going to see him develop into being the star we think he can be?
Yeah.
That's all they got going on is can Modest be a needle mover? Otherwise, they're just who they are.
I think that's like the most important talking point for them. And another side conversation is like, what's going to happen with Kobe White? Because I think his deal is expiring and he could be like a legitimate trade candidate, but they're the Bulls. Like, they lose trades. They're not in the business of making things, doing things in like a timely manner at all. They might just let his ass walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't take him seriously.
Donovan, what is your one question for the Detroit Pistons in 2026?
Would trading a star throw us off this path?
Trading for a star.
Yeah. Would trading for a star throw us off this path? Because on one hand, you could look at the Pistons. You say we're 22-6. We are awesome. We're having fun. Vibes are high. We have a lot of young players. People are developing. Everything is going good. Let's just stand pat. On the other hand, you say, hey, everything is going good. We're ahead of schedule. We have a little bit too many young players, and we need to just focus on like one or two to develop. Let's go consolidate this roster, go get a star, pair somebody with Cade, and make a real push for the Eastern Conference and an NBA title this year. However, it's midseason. If trading for a star, it's going to take some time to integrate. You're going to lose depth whenever you do that naturally. Is that going to mess up the fact that you have the number one seed in the Eastern Conference right now? Is that ultimately a good thing? Or are you better just riding this year out and living with the results and saying we can make it far in the Eastern Conference playoffs this year and we can get development? I think that's the line that they're towing right now, and they have to figure out, what they believe about trading for a star, because obviously we talked for years prior to this year about them trading for Zach LaVine. We've talked a lot about Lauri Markkanen being a trade target for the Pistons. What do they want to do? And I think trading for a star and how that impacts the team in this season is the biggest thing for them.
Let's see. 5 points, 2 assists, 8 points, 1 assist, 10 points, 3 assists, 10 points, 4 assists. Okay, 10-4, 10-2, 2-2. Oh, 15-1. That was a good splash game on December 3rd.
Oh my gosh.
It's Jaden Ivey.
Man. Yeah.
He's just not having a big role right now. And he's the real swing piece we've always talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Coming off an injury, not his fault. Coming into a team that has a lot of win-up, he's not his fault necessarily. Feels like we should probably trade this guy. Feels like this is a guy that I think we can expend and do what you're talking about. And I would take the gamble of, I think we can eject. When you say star, what does a star mean? Are you seeing like a Lauri Markkanen or MPJ?
I think MPJ like perfectly fits this description because
I agree that he fits the description. However, I would not call him a star.
Yeah,
yes,
then who are you referring to in this whole idea of trading for someone?
Basically, all-star or above.
Mm-hmm.
So Lauri Markkanen?
Yeah.
In terms of like practicality?
Yeah.
I would trade Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey, and 2 picks for Lauri Markkanen.
And I don't think you can get that for Lauri Markkanen. He's too expensive for that.
Oh, in terms of salary? You got to put some more filler in there?
Value.
Oh, so you're saying that's not enough value.
That's
so
not enough value.
You need more than 2 first-round picks in Ivy?
2 first-round picks is a lot.
Yeah, because if I have to give up 3 first-round picks and Ivy, hang up.
It might be that. I think it might be that.
Well, then go fuck yourself, Danny Ainge. That's a little different. Like that's a different problem.
I'm not doing that. But
fuck off my phone. Keep him then.
That's all I'm like. I think someone like MPJ is much cheaper. He hasn't made any All-Star teams, obviously, and his contract is only this year and then next year. So it's like it's a 2-year deal compared to Lauri Markkanen, who's going to be making $53 million up until 2028, 2029.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer they should get Lauri Markkanen, but even outside of that specific example, you're right. It is a question of like, do we feel like chemistry and the exact formula we have right now is why we're good, and if we disrupt that, we'll get worse in some ways and give back value? Or do we feel like we're good, but have another level to reach because our shot making could be better and our spacing could be better around Cade, and we're leaving value on the table right now. I kind of feel like it's that. I don't feel like they've hit some magical formula that can only be replicated by the exact guys they have. I think they can clearly get better.
Yeah, I think I can be sold on either direction. I can see how, especially for this year and doing the trade at this specific moment, if you said, I just want to spend the rest of the year with a high chemistry team and doing the things that we've done,
That would make sense.
I think I'm okay with that right now. And even on the other side, saying, hey guys, like we're good, but also like the offense is not amazing, right? Like we have to figure something out. The last 10 games, 14th in the league in offense, so dead middle. Like we can get that up to top 8 if we trade for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I would be okay with that too. That's just something that they have to figure out.
Yeah. It's definitely, I'm sure it's definitely a real factor for the team internally. Probably as much as it is this team good enough now? I mean, is this team already good enough now? It's also like, do we feel like we're good enough to make the finals if we get a Lauri Markkanen?
Mhm.
Or are we still a year away? Like, do we still need another Asar leap, etc.? I feel like the Duren leap we've seen has made it so if you can get a Lowry and Duren can be your third best offensive player, I think you're ready to make a real push.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
That's fair.
they have no reason to not go ahead and do so. It is interesting because like teams like this, I love them because like I love teams like the Detroit Pistons because they thrive off none but chemistry. Obviously, and there's internal growth between players like Duren, and Cade's gotten a little better on the edges and whatnot. He's been shooting a lot better from the three specifically over the last few games compared to the start of the year. All that's great, but they thrive on chemistry. So that is like a very real thing that is hard to gauge, and
Yeah.
at times it's like we don't value it as much.
Yeah, you have to be in the locker room to really know.
Yeah.
See, I understand that. Definitely. They're the best, could go either way by your
Mhm.
team.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who else is really in that range. Them and the Lakers. Like, they have to really consider, for different reasons, should they be buyers at this deadline?
Yeah, them Lakers and depending on Tatum, Celtics.
Sure. Yeah, them too.
Mm.
Okay, that is a Central Division. Next up, let's do the Northwest Division. Mo, who you got in this one?
I have the Utah Jazz. I guess one of the more interesting talking points that I've had personally is like, I'm like, oh shit, like this team is legitimately like better than I thought. Second question that I had is, oh my God, like how good can Keontae George be? Because he's coming off of 3 straight 30-point games, and something that's been expected and I've been waiting for is the 3-point shot, and it's come back around, and he's shooting up to damn near 36% on the year. Over the last few games, he's given 39 to the Memphis Grizzlies, 37 to Dallas Mavericks, 34 to the Lakers, and he just gave 27 to the Orlando Magic.
Last 5 games, he is averaging 29 points per game, 6.8 assists, 63.4% true shooting, 50% from 2, and 40% from 3, 91% from the free throw line.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Now, granted, it's 5 games, so but still, that is a great stretch. And what's your takeaway from this? What is that? How does that inform your opinion on their timeline?
I think their timeline is a lot shorter than I thought when it comes to them being in like play-in contention again in the future.
Does this make you want to keep Lauri Markkanen?
I'm so indifferent about Lauri Markkanen. He can stay, he can go. It doesn't really matter. Like, he's just here. He's playing productive basketball and making a lot of these guys' lives a hell of a lot easier. And he's like making guys like Keontae more efficient and whatnot. So I don't care about Lauri, to be honest with you. He can say he can leave. I don't care. More so, I'm thinking about someone like Keontae George and how he's like really like he's benefited off of Lauri. So if anything, that's why I'm like, Lauri can stay. Like, you're making my guys better at this point.
Yeah, the problem is they have that top 8 protected pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know if they're like, they're not in danger of getting too good, I think. I don't know if I see them like making the play-in, So maybe it doesn't matter. But I think it is interesting if Keontae's emerging as like, I don't know if star is the right word, but like whatever that tier is right below all stars, one of those like really good players that's like, it's hard to say elite role player because he's a scorer, so that's not typically how people associate him. But if he can be that and can be this 20-point per game efficient scorer that's going to be a like real player, that definitely changes things for them because that obviously makes guard being less of a priority for them. Some guys could be traded potentially. It makes them a little bit closer to winning, like you said. Maybe makes it so they can't fully tank if he's like emerging. Definitely changes things.
Yeah, I think someone like me personally, I'm not saying they should do this, but me personally, I think I would do this. Late at night, if you do notice that the Utah Jazz are winning a little bit too much games for your liking, take a hammer and just Keontae George's ankles real quick. Have him out here
That's
and there
crazy.
periodically, bro.
He
For the
didn't, say,
sake
he
of the
didn't say fake
program.
an injury. He
Yeah.
said maul Keontae George.
He said assault Keontae George.
Yeah.
Late at night, no one's gonna know it's dark. You're doing it for the better of the team, betterment of him and his career, bro.
All
Nice.
right.
You're getting too good. You're saving the
All
league,
right.
man.
Yeah, so the question they need to answer this year is Keontae George your point guard of the future? Is really what we're saying.
And will we assault him at night?
Yeah, and how really what I'm saying is how good can he be, bro? Like,
Yeah.
what else is he gonna do to like actually stamp himself in the league, bro? Because the rim finishing is fucking there and it's growing.
So really the question is, can Keontae George shoot for real? Because that'll be the deciding factor. Will Keontae George shoot above league average from 3 for the rest of the season?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What do I have in this division? It's been a while since I gave one. Oklahoma City Thunder. Can you get J-Dub 100% on time for the playoffs? That guy came back.
Mm.
Man, he's been stinking it up. Man, he's been laying turds on the court left and right. Man, he's been shitting and farting and pissing everywhere he goes.
Dude, OKC fans, I think they've become brats now.
Oh, they're super, super privileged.
It's crazy.
They're mad because it feels like J-Dub's ruining the chance to get the record because he's taking all these shots and missing all these shots. So it feels like he's made them worse a little bit on the court. And I can't argue with that. He's been bad.
Yeah.
Which he got wrist surgery right after the finals and couldn't play basketball for 7 months, same as LeBron. So stands to reason he would need time to recover. He's also the type of like offensive player that's imperfect and needs to be in a good rhythm. He's very like, for his overall efficiency, he's pretty jump shot reliant because his handle is very iffy at best, that he needs to be 100%, and he's so clearly far from that, that if that's going to be the difference in them being able to break the regular season win total or not, so be it. I don't really care that much about that in actual terms. It'd be cool if they break it. If they win 71 games, I don't give a shit, you know? Can he be healthy in the playoffs and make it so they can go back to back? Because they damn sure need him to be performing well.
Yeah, I agree, man. They've been blaming him. They've been trying to trade away or think about trade away Lou Dort and some more shit
Bro,
like that.
Never
terrible.
mind. J-Dub getting healthy is question one. Question number two, how do we trade Lou Dort? Lou Dort has been
You're
a
on it
disaster.
too?
Dude, he sucks right now. He has been a disaster. They've won in spite of him because he shot really well from 3 last year. And that was like how he wasn't an issue at all. I remember the playoff games. I don't know if everybody else does. They were losing these playoff games and getting pushed to 7 because they had too many fake shooters on the roster that couldn't attack up closeout and would go cold from 3, i.e. Lou Dort and Cason Wallace. So they're getting left open all the time and they can't attack those space they're given and they can't make threes consistently enough. And all of a sudden, we look up and they're in game 7, but despite having no business being that. Lou Dort is number one issue there. His defense is not irreplaceable. Have you seen the defensive depth here? He can go. I'm not going to lie.
So far this year, he's shooting 29% from the 3-point line, bro. That's crazy.
And when his threes aren't falling, he's fucking
what does he
horrid.
do? What does he do?
He's horrid offensively when his threes aren't falling.
Yeah, on offense, what does he do if he's not hitting that 3?
Now, when his 3 is falling and he's allowed to legally assault people on defense, it's awesome because he's an amazing screen navigator, throws his chest into people. It's awesome when he can shoot 3s and be able to do that.
Yeah.
I love it. It's an awesome addition to their roster. But it's such a fine line that goes so quick when he can't shoot.
Flirting
He'll
versus
get back-
harassment.
he'll get back to it.
2 threes a
He
game
is
is
the
a
pinnacle
difference.
of that. Yeah.
A toothpick is a difference? No. 1.5 threes a game is a difference. You can go. But yeah, so I'll throw that in there too. Can we get Lou Dort to remember how to shoot before the playoffs? And can we get J-Dub 100% healthy and able to handle the ball and be a secondary creator before the playoffs?
For the love of God, man. Please.
I hope so. I mean, J-Dub would probably be all right. Lou Dort, I don't know.
He's gonna be good. I'm rooting for Lou Dort.
Lou Dort can be benched though, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world at all. It's not the end of the world. Who's next in this conference?
We're hating hard.
Or
Next up,
division?
we have the Denver Nuggets.
Ooh, I have the Denver Nuggets. Okay. So, for the Denver Nuggets, my question is their offense is like clicking on all the cylinders. Their defense is whatever. I'm not going to pay too much attention to that. They're missing their best defender.
They're missing
right now.
everybody right now.
Aaron Gordon, yeah. So it's unfair, really unfair to talk
What you know about
any of
Spencer
that.
Jones?
He shoots really weird. That's all.
And he's a starter now because everybody's hurt.
And he plays real hard. I love that about him. The only real question I have about them is more so player focused. Is Jokic going to win the MVP, bro? Like, that's the only like interesting talking point at this point in time. Jamal Murray's doing his thing and whatnot. The bench has, of course, like been thriving. Jonas Valanciunas has been very respectable on the court and all that. But is Jokic going to win MVP again? Will he have the opportunity to? Are people going to not get tired of him anymore and see the ridiculous stats that he's been averaging? Still a triple-double in back-to-back years is nut shit.
He's not the MVP. It's Shea.
Hmm.
They're gonna win 70 games. It's Shea.
Are they gonna win 70 games? I don't know.
Shanab Jadab got something to say about it.
I
Nah,
don't
Blue
know.
Gore got something to say about
I don't know,
it.
man. We got informants in the run.
Yeah, but yeah, they are one of the least questionable teams right now, just because they're clearly good. The additions they made, getting the bench replenished, dope. Oh no, never mind. No, you avoided the best question. Will Cam Johnson be a good shooter by the playoffs? Is the question.
He's been better as of late.
Yeah, but will he be like, the best version we wanted of him? Will he be better than MPJ and bring that secondary ball handling we wanted and being an equal shooter? Like, the MPJ trade was worth it no matter what because it allowed them to replenish the bench. And I think people neglect that in the conversation.
Very true.
Everyone loves posting the side by side of their stats and being like, did OKC win the trade? I mean, did Denver win the trade? It's not only about that. It's about what losing that extra money opened up for them to do. So overall, they'll be fine regardless, right? But if you want to have a chance to beat OKC, I think you need Cam Johnson to be a real lethal threat.
Yeah, everybody's gonna have to be at their best to beat OKC. So it wouldn't. Yeah, like that does need to happen.
Yeah, I would like to believe that he would be better. Of course, over the last 15 games, he's been averaging 15 points and also shooting 48% from the 3-point line. Like he's just the fine Cam Johnson that we all thought he would be. We just need to see that like continues to be better
And see that when everybody else is back. Because
Exactly.
15 points per game is real tough for him. I feel like a lot of the issues early in the season was like lack of rhythm because he was like such a low totem pole fitting in there. When Christian Brown was there, Aaron Gordon was there, everybody's fully healthy. Being able to maintain that. And naturally the 3-point shot is what starts and stops there. But even the 2-point stuff with the lack of ball handling, being able to be in a rhythm despite getting a lot less touches than did last year.
Yes.
That's a question for me.
Very true. In the first 11 games when a lot of the guys were there, including Christian Braun and also Aaron Gordon, dude was just averaging 7 points while shooting 21% from the 3-point line. Now, of course, everyone gets under cold streaks here and there to start off. That's not really worrisome. What's worrisome is like the actual fit on the court and how often he's getting these looks and how he's asserting himself in an offense that already has like a lot of commotion going on between Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon even handling the ball a lot.
Other thing too. So it's him. Also, can Christian Brown ever make a 3 again? Christian Brown shooting 21% from 3 on the season, and he's shooting worse at the rim. Christian Brown has had a horrid shooting season.
Yeah, he hasn't played in a while though.
Yeah, he got hurt. He's only played 11 games.
Yeah.
But in those 11 games, he couldn't buy a bucket. So it was him and Cam Johnson out there bricking everything while everybody else went crazy. And it was fine because Jamal Murray was playing like a superstar and their defense was really good. But again, come playoff time, we need the role players to be clicking.
Yeah, if Aaron Gordon is doing what he's doing too, it's fine. We'll survive with his 2 clinks a game.
Nah, we can't survive with 2 clankers. We need 1 clanker and 1 guy to be respectable. You pick. Cam Johnson can be killing it. Christian Brown can be a clanker. We need to have some kind of dichotomy.
You have to coordinate.
Yeah. We got to take turns having off nights.
Exactly.
2 off nights in a row, you're getting beat by 40. Timberwolves.
That's me.
What you got?
My question for them is how do we get Ant help? And if that is by a trade, who do we get to help Ant? Because I think the how is interesting because obviously, like I do think that they need to trade for somebody. Do you feel like you want to go guard? Do you feel like you want to go wing? Do you feel like you want to go big? And then depending on that, then you ultimately decide who is going to be the additional piece to this team. I think for them, guard wise, it's probably like that's probably where you need to go. We've talked, so much about the point guard situation. They've actually been getting pretty good minutes from Bones Highland.
Yeah,
like he's been really good for them. But I mean, everybody else is like,
they're the best bad team I've ever seen, and I say that they're a top 10 offense and top 10 defense. They're a good team. They're so broken in so many ways, and they're so good in spite of it. So maybe I should say no, because when I say they're the worst good team, that makes it sound like we think they're going to fail. They're just succeeding in spite of some major issues that on paper you would say, oh, that's going to sink them, right? The only good defender they have in their starting lineup so far this season on a consistent basis has been Rudy Gobert, carrying everything. Jay McDaniels has not had a stellar defensive season to me, especially on ball, and obviously is a overall good defender for a star, but it's not like you want your star player to be carrying the defensive impact of a guard, Outside of that, Julius Randle's whatever. Dante DiVincenzo's whatever. Like, they're really surviving off of a DPOY level defensive season from Gobert. And then offensively, it's kind of the same thing with Ant being the guard creation. They have no other guards there for everything reason you just said and why they need to address that. They have glaring flaws on both sides of the ball that makes you think that, like, they need to change a lot. But they're top 10 on both ends. So, like, you don't want to change too much, right?
Yeah, but and also like every single year we get to the second half of the year and the Timberwolves are like, well, time to sit up now.
Yeah,
And
they understand it now.
Yeah, their lock-in factor is honestly at the top of the league. And if they had more talent and you add that to the lock-in factor, I mean, they honestly would just keep doing what they're doing, which is making conference finals for back-to-back years. But I think that you always want to address some of the weaknesses that you have. So I think that they can go out and make a trade, get some more help for Ant. And I think at this point, and especially in the middle of the season, finding other people finding like more defensive oriented players that are still competent defensively or offensively, that's going to be hard.
I got a name for you.
Who?
Christopher Emmanuel Paul.
Good Lord.
Tell me I'm cooking.
It's not. Honestly, I don't think it's ridiculous.
Well, you should. Chris Paul can't play in the playoffs. Chris Paul can't play a single minute against OKC
They
Thunder.
don't have anybody. They don't have pieces.
Chris Paul can't play a single minute against OKC Thunder.
They don't have anybody. So I think bringing in Chris Paul, like obviously if you look at Chris Paul and it's like he's gonna change everything, I think that's dumb. But just signing him wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. But they very clearly are at a point where I do like everything that Bones Highland has been giving him. We're gonna go into the playoffs and be like, yeah, Bones Highland is gonna carry us. Like that's kind of a nasty place to be in right now.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like this is one of the more imbalanced teams in the league, I think, in that Ant's the entire offense with respect to Julius Randle, Gobert's entire defense, and everything else in the middle could really be changed and minimally impact the team overall.
That's crazy, man.
Which not to disparage Jamie Down's also a great player. He helps on both ends pretty equally, I'd say. But he's not like reputationally, I don't think he's providing quite as much impact defensively as you would think.
Yeah. But I do want him.
Do
I want
they should trade. Do you think they should sell high on Julius Randle?
Absolutely, yeah. That would be amazing. That would be brilliant, to be honest with you.
Who want me?
Now I don't know what they would get for Julius Randle.
So I really what I guess I mean is, do you think they should trade him for a guard? Which again, who want me? I don't know.
Nah, I don't know what guard there is.
Takes two to tango. I don't know who the other person is, but like
Harden.
I think you could get him without giving up Randle. I think.
Really?
I don't think I'd want both of those two on my team at the same time. Alongside, I wouldn't want both of them.
That is, I see what you mean. Like
that.
You're
begging for this most disgusting stinker of your life.
I see what you're getting at.
Stinker.
Yeah, that is a bad combo.
Yeah. You can only have one left-handed dude with an attitude on the team. Can't have two.
So okay, Timberwolves. Are you gonna improve your offense or improve your defense? You kind of got to pick one. It seems.
Yeah.
But both can be picked. But also, you'll probably be top 10 either way. So I don't know. It feels like we're hating because the numbers are the numbers.
We are hating hard.
But they deserve it. They have make the conference finals type of standards, so they need to be critiqued.
Yeah.
Portland Trailblazers, last team in this division.
Whew, I got the Portland Trailblazers. This team is it's kind of complicated to talk about. They have like several questions. Like I could sit here and talk about how, like they recently paid this dude Toumani Camara. He's been wildly up and down. We talked about him already before. Shaedon Sharpe has been better as of late, but a lot of people are clamoring about how this team needs a point guard. Shaedon, you're supposed to be that. What the hell happened?
Did you say Shaedon's supposed to be that? People were considering him a point guard?
Lead guard. You know what I mean? Like, because really, Denny's like the point guard for that team or whatnot with how often he handles the ball. What is going to happen with Scoot Henderson? He's out indefinitely still. And I think we got a report late November saying that he was going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks or whatnot. If he comes back and he is looking like at least 75% of what he looked like last year, then you're on a decent track and pathway. But as of now, like the updates have been it's been quiet when it comes to conversation around him.
Yeah, I think the hamstring stuff it's crazy. Being out this long for the hamstring. I don't know, man. This team is also another one where it's like, man, you had everything going for you, and obviously, Coach got picked up. Right, you can understand a little bit why.
What do you think about this picture of him shirt off?
Went off the rails.
What do you think about this?
I don't know.
Oh no.
No thoughts?
Is he shooting now? Is he on court?
I don't know. This is a random Blazers fan posted a
This is
picture with the shirt off.
Picture with him.
Just an aura picture.
This doesn't work unless he's great. Like
I don't know why it's fine.
He doesn't know what to do himself. He's just like,
Oh,
he froze.
this picture doesn't work unless he's good.
You told the truth finally. It doesn't work unless he's good.
No,
Yeah, I'm not turned on until he averages 30.
I got
you can't be you can't be shirtless and not average 15. I'm sorry.
You can't expect him to quiver if you're not a bucket. But yeah, it is like, what is going to happen with him? Is he going to be your answer at point guard? If not, what the fuck is? Because they just don't have any point guards on the roster. You mentioned Denny as the point guard. That's a bad thing. He does not need to be your primary ball handler like this. Like, honestly, him averaging 25 and 7, like, good for him. Kind of emblematic of an issue that he has to have that much usage. Like, I want Denny to be a little more diverse, but put a little more effort back into defense. We need a point guard there to relieve some of the playmaking duties from him. Hopefully, it's Scoot Henderson. Yeah. If not, that has to be your focus of the summer. And I know Drew Holiday's also been hurt. Is he playing right now? He's been so in and out.
I believe he might be.
Has he been playing the past like 10 games?
Let's see.
Drew
10 games? Hell no, he hasn't been.
No, oh my God, yeah, he's still been hurt the whole time. He hasn't come back yet. Yeah, he's played 12 games this season. So no Drew, no Scoot. They have no playmaking whatsoever. Pray to God it can be Scoot. If not, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, bro.
Not a damn thing.
Nope.
I'm putting my analysis on the Portland Trailblazers down for the rest of the season until they get some more point guard help.
I find them very uninteresting.
Dude, they were so fun to me like 2-3 years ago when we first started the show.
They were fun last year.
They were fun last year. You're right. But
I've never
when they
that.
first started out their tanking era, like I was like, this team is bad, but their defense isn't terrible at all. And then they became like this super annoying defense over the last 2 years and whatnot. And now they're back to just being like a very whatever defense. So now I'm like, what is the identity of this team?
Yeah.
What do y'all thrive at? What are y'all good at?
Yeah, I find them very dull.
Yeah, I just can't do it no more, man.
Next division, Southwest Division. Pelicans, real simple. This is, like I said, we're trying to find new questions that have changed over the course of the season. Trying not to give you the same thing we gave you before the season started. Kind of react to this 25 games and say, how has the mission, how has the vision grown for this team over the course of November and December? Shit stayed the same. Question for the Pelicans in 2026. Is it finally time to give up on Zion Williamson? Is it finally time to rip that Band-Aid off and move on to a new era?
Yes.
Now, I will say he just hooped and just had a crazy game as of late.
Don't care.
6-man Zion, man. He's in the building.
He's on a minutes restriction, so 6-man Zion's kind of killing it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he had exactly one good game, but,
He did his best when he didn't have to play a lot. Yeah. When he was in a limited role, not the starting team. Yeah.
My question really isn't, is it time to move off the Zion thing? It is a time, I think, unless he proves otherwise. Mm-hmm. Unless he proves from now to February, gets back on superstar track, and you just can't help but say, I got to pick the pipe back up and I got to keep it going. Sure. If you relapse because Zion dunks on someone, great. I guess we're going to stop scratching our face and we're just going to take that shit. But if that doesn't happen, the question to me is, can you trade him? What can you get for him? If not, is it time to cut him?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's we've talked a lot. He's that rare contract that you can cut him. Given the stipulations in his contract for games played, there's a potential that if he misses more games this summer, you can cut him and have no financial impact and just move on to a new era, free up that money, give the ball to Queen and Fears and whoever your next pick is and like get something going. Might be that time. So it's really, what route are we going to take to move on to the next era that probably does not include Zion Williamson?
Yeah.
Unless I once again said he makes us be addicts again, in which we will shoot that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about them. So
yeah, I'm done with
I'm telling you I'm done, but my veins are ready to be open to Zion again if it's needed.
Please, no. For the sake of your health, no.
I'm telling you, like if I see him dunk on someone, it's over.
Please.
Give me last year's production from now to February. It's over. I'm back. We're trading for Trae Young. We're making a run.
What the fuck are we talking about right now? Okay. I have a team in this division, and that team is the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
My biggest question for them is, up close and personal, who is closing these games for them? Who is their closer?
Okay.
They are 1-4 in clutch games so far this year. Every single one that they have, it's pretty much like 10 plus in point differential, bro. They don't know how to close games at all. They have real issues because they got guys like Amen, good player, great player, elite role player, starting, challenging at times. He can be challenged at times offensively. Josh Okogie's there.
Playing a lot
of minutes. That's all I can say. He's playing a lot of minutes. Alfred Sengun, obviously, is an all-star. KD is, or at least you would think he is KD, but he hasn't been the closer. The team has real issues when it comes to late game situations. They don't know how to close games for the life of them at all, bro.
Rockets have lost 9 games this season. 8 of them have been in clutch time.
Yeah.
Also 1-4 in overtime games is what I think you're referencing.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, 1-4 in overtime games, not clutch games.
Funny.
But 8 of their losses have come in clutch time. So I'm sure they have plenty of wins there too. But hey, man, they're not. Which really means, I guess you could say it means they're not getting blown out. They're only losing close games, which could be seen as a good thing. But 1-4 in overtime is funny. They just keep burning out in these late games.
They're 6-8 in clutch games.
Okay, so not even that great.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, nah.
And that stands to reason. Given the clunkiness of the offense that we thought would be a bigger deal before the season started, they've found a way to be an elite offense through pure fucking willpower and playing point Şengün and beating people up on offensive rebounds like always, running in transition like always. They've really found a way to overcome the lack of ball handling issue, lack of shooting issue, and whatnot. Apparently, it's coming to rear its ugly head in clutch time, though.
16th in offense in clutch time.
Yeah, it could be worse, honestly, considering what's their defense at?
22nd.
Oh, so that's the bigger issue. Why can't we defend in clutch time? That's a way bigger issue.
They are 24th in net rating in clutch time.
Good Lord, everything
Jeez.
falls apart. I haven't thought about this, so I lack the analysis to tell you why outside of
Jeez.
like why it makes sense on paper. That's definitely a problem.
I can speak on their offense. Offensive because I watched the Kings game last night that went into overtime.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that. What happened?
Shout out to Westbrook. He hit like multiple clutch shots, and also so did Dennis Schroeder and whatnot too. But this team, when it comes to how they lay their players out on the offensive end specifically, first and foremost, Şengün is way too far away from the basket. And KD, we've talked about so many times already how limited KD is at this old age because of his ability to handle the ball really well. Thus, when he's double teamed, shit is cooked, beyond cooked, because he's never been one of the more gifted passers at all throughout the entirety of his career. And the same talking point pertains, especially at this old age. And you leave the ball in the hands of someone like Amen Thompson, who is not a natural point guard or not like one of the better playmakers at his position. And you got an absolute pumpkin in Josh Okogie too, who's just trying to occupy the same spaces and places as Amen Thompson. And so now you got a couple of things, so many things working towards you or working against you. And that leads to just clunky offense. Meanwhile, you need someone who can set the table for you, aka someone like Fred VanVleet, who's obviously hurt and whatnot.
Hey, man.
And now you're just scratching your ass in overtime.
You know who's been hooping?
Wondering how you got here. Who?
Reed.
He's been getting this shit off.
You know who's their third best offensive player? Reed. You know who needs to close these games? Reed. You know whose team this is?
Not Reed's.
Reed.
Slow down.
Give him the keys.
Yeah.
I'm only half joking.
I think he deserves more opportunity.
The keys, I'm joking, but like he needs to be like one of the holders of the keys. Now, obviously, the defense always gonna be an issue, but like he's been exceptional offensively.
No, he's really been good.
Like he needs to like he should close some games over Amen for the reasons we're talking about, which is hard for defense to take a man off the court, especially in certain matchups where maybe Reed can be more exposed than others. So easier for me to say that than actually do it in practice. There's a lot of matchups though where Reed needs to be on that court to close the games.
It's tough, man, but the defense again like dies when he's on the court damn near.
Does it? Is it still are the off numbers that bad?
I'm not sure about his on and off numbers, but I did see multiple times where someone like DeMar DeRozan was literally trying to hunt Reed.
Well, yes,
and they were
DeMar.
trying to switch over and whatnot, and it was just like
That's all DeMar
I
does.
mean, but
in their
he's
face.
so... Yo, he's shooting 44%
Hey man, the
from
defense is
three.
4 points better with Reed Shepard on the court. I don't want to hear shit. Start Reed.
now he is a disruptor.
The offense is 5 points better than him on the court. He's a +9 with him playing with him on the bench. Start Reed Shepard all the time.
He's just the GOAT, huh?
He is nice. He is nice.
Start New Age John Stockton all the time.
Okay.
Well, man, I hope he's not New Age John Stockton.
My bad. Start New Age Mark Price all the time.
There we go.
Start White Damian Lillard all the time.
Yeah, but they have
Whoa.
issues. I think
Start
this-
White Kyrie all the time.
What's up with White, man? Why can't he just be Reed Shepard?
What he's not white.
I'm not saying that's not what he is.
So now I can't say the obvious.
Not everything needs
You're
to
not
be
supposed
said.
to see color, Isaac.
Oh, I see it all right. And I see white and it is awesome. He's so good. he's good in ways that he shouldn't be.
I see white and it's awesome.
he's a bucket in ways that is not traditional given his body type. Well, no, I mean, I'm joking, but I do think he clearly is their best answer, right? To continue to empower him and have him be some of these late game situations that
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be times where lights are too bright, but that is their best offensive use.
I actually don't agree with that.
Mm.
I think that Reed has shown the lights are never too bright. Like he's never gonna miss because he's scared.
Okay.
And, you know, like if he misses, he just misses. But like it's not gonna be because he's like, oh, well, I don't know what to do in this situation. Like the pressure's getting to me. He's shown the confidence and the audacity to take shots at the end of games, to take shots that are difficult, that take some like some real confidence. Is the lights are not going to be too bright for him.
I really meant like in a two-way impact type of way, like defense changing offense and things get spooky real fast when you get attacked all the time. But yeah, fuck it. If he's that guy offensively and we say he has ice cold veins, fuck it. I'm not going to disagree.
Yeah.
Next team in this division, let's do Spurs. Who has them? Do I have them?
No, I have them.
What you got?
So we need two things. One, for the Spurs, you need to define internally what all in means, and then you ask yourself, do we go all in?
Okay.
Because
what do you think it means?
See, this is the thing. This is why I'm asking them the question of defining all in, because you can say, hey, all in is just adding another piece and going to get a Trey Murphy. Or you can say that all in is Giannis, and that's what all in means. And if that's what it means, and you say, no, we don't want to go all in, we'll just fill in the gaps with other pieces, all right, that's cool. Or if you say all in is making another move to add another very like significant rotational piece to this team right now, that is what we will do, and we have to make that move right now. Or even if you decided that that's all in, and you say we don't want to do that, and we just want to stick with the people that we have now. Castle has been developing very well. Dylan Harper is awesome. De'Aaron Fox is here. We think that with the team we have right now, we can make a run and hold all of our assets. Fine. I just think that you need to figure out what level is all in, and then do you think that you have to make that push? Because the Spurs right now are second in the Western Conference. They were in the final for the NBA Cup. You just beat the Thunder though in order to get there, and Wemby was on a minutes restriction while doing that. You can look at this team and say, hey, we're ready to push the Nuggets, right, in a playoff series. We're ready to go toe to toe with OKC, with Houston, all these other teams. Do we need help? And let's figure that out.
Yeah, I think they definitely needed to make some move, right? Like they're so good that I find it pretty undebatable that they need to get better at the deadline. But to your point, what does that mean? Like how far do you need to go is a question. I agree with you. I think my personal thought, if I was working for that team, would be like the Trey Murphy type guy is probably the answer. That they don't got to do the Giannis thing that everybody wants them to do. You just don't have to. Like you can if you really want to. If he's available and says send me there, and it's not everything you have. I guess I'm not going to be one to say absolutely not. Don't go get Giannis if he's available. But like I wouldn't try to get Lauri Markkanen. I wouldn't try to get if the Cavs blow up, I wouldn't try to get Donovan Mitchell. Like I wouldn't try to get these like superstars. Yeah. But I do think they should add an elite role player like Trey Murphy.
I think so as well. Yeah, and I think, and it sounds crazy to say, but I'm only getting Giannis if I can get him at a discount. I'm not paying full price for Giannis.
Well, when you say full price, does it mean you're not giving up everything?
Yeah. I'm not unloading the chest to go get Giannis.
Yeah.
Because I have development pieces on my team right now that are already playing extremely well. And I can do that without having to go put myself in a situation where now I'm paying somebody else $60-65 million. Haven't paid Wemby yet, haven't given him his extension, and we can still have flexibility to handle anything that comes at the team in the next couple of years. So yeah, unless it truly makes sense and we feel like we're kind of getting a lick, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I think this identity of this team with these young athletic players running around Wemby is like you have the formula. Just try to get whatever a talent upgrade is to maintain that.
Yeah,
like a Herb Jones or Trey Murphy.
Yeah, I love the idea that I don't think they absolutely have to do so, but it wouldn't be unwise to do so because Trey Murphy, it's not like he's one of the more like lot of assets in the entire NBA. He's only Trey Murphy still hasn't made any type of all-star game, hasn't like made any super sound leap in the league at all. And he's on the Pelicans who are making no noise. It hasn't been a good reason as to why they've been slightly better. He's just Trey Murphy at the end of the day. But I wonder what it would take to get him.
Sohan, a first-round pick, maybe 2 first-round picks. Kelly Olynyk for salary, stuff like that. Like, would be a couple picks and Sohan maybe.
Okay, you got me. Those are pretty much. You got me. You got me. Let's do it. You got me. Let's do it. I'm on board.
But that's also like if the Pelicans want to trade Trey Murphy. I'm not sure they actually do. Like, they
Who
might
cares
just,
what they think? They're not going to exist in like a couple
yeah.
months.
But when
from
we
now.
say stuff like this, like a Trey Murphy like type of player, like whoever's
Yeah.
available in practicality of that ilk, I think 2 first-round picks and Sohan can get you a very good player like that.
How much higher would their ceiling be if they had Trey Murphy in the fold?
I don't know, but I do think their ceiling is high enough now that I think this is a year you can try to maximize without jeopardizing your future. Like I said, like don't trade one of your core players. You have enough young core players that I think you can be comfortable trading some picks right now. Because by the time these young players get expensive, your picks will replenish, so you'll kind of have some more ammo for now. So I think they can trade their next couple drafts and try to like go all in on this year and next year with a Trey Murphy type.
Yeah, You're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm on board. That'd be lit.
Yeah, because look, Castle, Harper, they're gonna be cheap for a while.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's maximize the vision of this team. Let's get another wing that's not Harrison Barnes. So if he has to miss some games, he's getting a little creaky. We have another shooter there that can replace him.
That's a great fit. Holy shit, I love it.
Yeah, Trey Murphy would be nice. Next team in this division, Grizzlies.
Let's do it.
Obviously, it's John Morant related. Spoiler alert. But it's not to me, do we trade John Morant? Because, like, duh. If they could trade John Morant today, if someone came knocking and said, we'll give you multiple first-round picks and this, like, star package for Ja, he would be no longer living in Memphis by this time tomorrow. They clearly can't get anything for Ja right now. Nobody wants John Morant at the level he's playing. He's having a truly cataclysmic season. Every time you go on Twitter and you see these graphs that have an X and Y axis of some kind of advanced stat, maybe it's measuring rim pressure per 75 possessions times 3-point attempt rate, whatever it is, some kind of formulation for a good offensive player. He's always in the bottom left, being bad at everything. Every graph you see of star players, John Morant is the worst of the worst right now. So we're past the point of should we trade him? Yes, but you can't. So the question is, for this season, how do we put John Morant in the best position to be good when he gets back? How do we put him in the best position to recoup value, either for us, because we still want him to be the franchise, because he is still John Morant and a big part of what makes Memphis great, or make him have some value so he can flip his ass this summer?
How do you optimize John Morant? Who are these bigs? Yeah, that's my first question.
Yep. So you have to get Zach Edey healthy and probably get a second backup big on the trade market if potentially that's there. You have to hope that you can get Cedric Howard and Jalen Wells playing well when he gets back and have this good wing duo. Because honestly, I think if John Morant was playing like John Morant, this could be one of the better supporting casts he's had in recent years.
It should be.
They're kind of deep.
It should be. I just think.
Yeah.
I also think, like, yes, you have to put him in a position. He also has to play better.
That is the yeah.
Like,
So
Yeah.
There's like you can have the perfect supporting cast, but even if they did all of these things and he's still coming out here shooting 19% from three, we still can't really do anything.
So then you're right. The better question is, can we cross our fucking fingers and hope John Morant remembers how to play basketball well? That's really all it comes down to.
Yeah,
You're stuck with him.
It is crazy the drop off that he's had, and a lot of it is it's crazy because like the shooting has gone down, but he's obviously never been a big 3-point shooter in that way, and so it's like, dang, you still can't get your game off. Like this should be the one thing. Obviously, he's had some injuries. We're in year 7 though. The athleticism should still be there, and it's still not the same. You're shooting as bad as you've ever shot before. You're scoring less than you did in your rookie season. You are as inefficient as you ever are. This is a John Morant issue.
No, it's an unmitigated disaster that we haven't seen anything like this from a young player that did not go any major injuries, as in no major like ACL, Achilles, etc. I guess the many small injuries have added up in ways that we don't fully understand potentially, or it's just a funk beyond funk that we can't even fucking fathom because we're not in the building with them.
Yeah.
But it's a disaster, and you're looking the tornado in the face, and all you can do is hope the wind passes.
Man, this is so disappointing because if we would have came up here in the offseason and predicted that the Memphis Grizzlies season would have gone this way, of course we would assume like, yeah, John Morant's hurt. He's been hurt or whatever, but it doesn't matter. He's been ass regardless. But this team right here, like, I think we had real questions. I remember we had real questions about their supporting cast and whether or not they would have enough juice. And I'm not going to go as far as to say that, like, this is probably the best or one of the best supporting casts that we had. But they've been for sure surprising considering Cedric Howard has been consistently one of the better rookies out of this class. Cam Spencer, he perfectly, even better replaced Luke Kennard in his role. He's an even better player than him
Low
at this
bar.
point in time. Low bar, but shit, it's a bar that he leaped over,
Yeah.
bruh. You know, Jalen Wells started off the season really rocky, but he's remained solid and positive over the last few games specifically too. Like they have a lot of players here who still like have been developed and who have been like maintaining the overall identity when it comes to how we think about the Memphis Grizzlies as being like this role player factory. It's
Yeah.
still happening.
And I think the Zach Edey leap before he got hurt was real. And that's
Yeah.
kind of what I was getting to when I said this could be one of your better supporting casts. I think he could be better than Desmond Bane ever has been. If he stays healthy and continues to develop, especially with John Morant back being another playmaker that hopefully he gets good chemistry with. If John Morant ever plays basketball well again, like that could be a legit third star if what we saw in those 10 games before the injury is real. I hope it is. That's obviously not a guarantee being a 7'3" guy dealing with injuries all the time. But if that goes well, and like I said, the Cedric Howard thing keeps going, like it's hard to say that because we haven't seen it, and we haven't seen that because John Morant's been terrible. And when the head of the snake sucks, hard to have a supporting cast full of role players really cascade into something good. But if he was a star and was able to rise ties for everybody else, I think these guys are capable of being risen to quite a high level.
Yeah.
Damn,
But we'll see.
Man, it's tragic.
It's weird. I haven't seen anything like this.
Yeah.
Next team, the Dallas Mavericks. Do you stay in win now mode with Cooper to set the tone for your rebuild and continue to try to win and put yourself in the same situation you were in with Luka Doncic where you never tank and never have a real young core because he's too good right away playing at an all-star level in year one? Or do you take your time, trade some veterans, rebuild, make yourself bad on purpose to get some other young pieces in the door while you still have pick and roll and decide to take the long game route?
So question for you about your question. Who's deciding that they are in win now mode?
The presence of Anthony Davis.
Okay. Okay.
That's
gotcha.
really what it comes down to. Is do you
Okay.
trade AD, and then if that also turns into trading PJ Washington or Gafford, whoever, like if you want to really tear it down, which I don't know if they need to do that per se, because like they're not going to get the number one pick or number one odds. But it really is an Anthony Davis question of Cooper is really good right now. Like the past 20 games, he's playing like an all-star despite not being able to make a single three.
Yeah.
If that comes around in this season or maybe going the next year, he'll be an all-star very, very quickly. Do you want to do what you do with Luka and say, we see this rookie who's averaging 18 points, is clearly on the precipice of figuring everything out and being a guy that can lead our team in year two, most likely. Let's just make our team good now, and so be it. We're a culture team that wins, and we'll continue to add on the margins as the years go on, but this is what we do. We win basketball games. That's a reasonable way to go about it if you play your cards right. But, you know, this happened with Luka where we had to make a trade every 5 seconds because we didn't have a young core because he was too good right away.
I think specifically for the predicament that they're in right now, they need to sell off everything because they don't have no future picks outside of this specific year right now because of going back to what you said, all the recouping of assets they had to do when it comes to making sure that Luka has constant new fresh faces to work with to make the finals run that they did make a couple of years ago. You don't have to have many options, that many chances at being trash and having some young budding star alongside Cooper Flag. This is your only chance.
But does trading AD make it so they're going to have a better, like, are they going to have a substantive chance of getting a top 3 pick if they trade AD? Like, they're not going to make the playoffs either way, so they can keep him and still try and get lucky and get those top 3 picks with good luck in the lottery. If they trade AD, are they going to get that much better in the odds? Like, by the time we get to February, probably not. So, like, they might be able to have their cake and eat it too.
Maybe. I mean, so right now,
But you're nasty if you like that type of cake, though.
Well, when I say that, I mean the type of cake is either way, we're going to have the 10th best odds and pray we jump up. So maybe if we do jump up and by all means get a top 3 pick and we get to add DeBonsa, it'd be nice to have Coop, DeBonsa, and Anthony Davis next year.
I think for me personally, top 3 pick is out of the fucking question. At this point, it's like, can you get a top 8?
Sure.
Or 7 pick at this point?
Whatever good lottery luck looks like. Jump
Yeah, I
ahead to
mean,
whatever.
they're tied for the 9th best odds right now.
Yeah.
So they can easily get a top 8 pick, top 7 pick, all those things. And then if you look at like the specific, pick odds for them right now, they actually can't get the 6, 7, 8, or 9. Anyways, what's probably gonna happen is like you're either gonna stay and get like the 10th overall pick, or you're gonna have some crazy luck and then end up getting the 4th overall pick.
Yeah, that's what it does. You either jump in the top 4 or you stay where you are, or maybe go a little lower.
So you really, really have to be bad. I think that they can be bad because even some of the other teams ahead of them, like Milwaukee, Utah, Charlotte, they all have a little bit of talent to where they can win.
Where are the Clippers right now?
The Clippers are
Oh, please.
5?
5th.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! Right now.
But they're not top 4 anymore?
No, the Pelican top 4 right now is Washington, Indiana,
Yep.
Sacramento, New Orleans.
They got out of the top 4. They're not guaranteed. They're not almost. They're not given a 50% chance of giving that pick top 3 to OKC.
No, but this is disgusting.
Still nasty work.
I almost
Yeah.
forgot about that.
But yeah, so that's the equation. Do you think you can get enough assets for Anthony Davis that is worth it? Which that's an easy part to clear, right? That's an easy bar to tell yourself, okay. But then do you think that will substantively give you a better lottery chance? I think probably not. Realistically. I don't know if they're going to be winning a lot of games either way. And I don't know if they're going to be losing substantively more games, just given the fact that AD will probably miss more time, go in and out. Like, I don't think AD's going to keep them in the play-in range. And I don't think if they trade him, they're going to go all the way down to bottom 4 and get that real juicy odds. You're probably going to have to rely on luck either way, like we're talking about. So I don't think it's as simple as you have to trade AD. Either way, you'll get a top 10 pick, is what I'm saying. And AD plus top 10 pick is a pretty good path still.
Mm.
And that's why. Because if you know you're gonna be bad, let AD go and be AD's for somebody else, and you can recoup assets while still winning the same amount.
Yeah.
Of games.
Well, then the thought is like next year, if Coop's an all-star next year, then we can have AD, Coop, and a top 10 pick. Like we can just be good now and be a playing team like pretty immediately next year.
yeah, and now we're banking on 33, 34-year-old Anthony
Sure,
Davis.
and Kyrie, and nothing's a guarantee. But like,
I forget Kyrie's coming too.
but that's the cards are dealt. You know, they had the
Yeah.
2 old guys, and they're not going to trade Kyrie. Nobody wants him right now, coming off an ACL. So you just got to make the best of the situation, and maybe that's Coop has some old vets to try to win with next year
T-Wolves, come on, let's make this move, man.
Ooh.
for Kyrie.
Let's make this move.
Kyrie Ant, my God, bro, the TikTok ad is gonna be going dumb.
But yeah, we'll see. There, I don't think it's quite as obvious as it was a month and a half ago that they have to trade AD. But you know, I'm also not clamoring. They got to run it back and try to win games. It's a little complicated. Last division, Southeast Division. First off, let's go with the Miami Heat. I have them, and my question for them that will define their 2026: what the hell are the Feds going to do about the Terry Rozier situation? Because their flexibility is held up pretty large to what Adam Silver decides. Adam Silver has to make the decision right now, and he just refuses to make it. I don't know why. He doesn't realize it's his decision. Basically, the Terry Rozier thing happened before the Hornets traded him. He's being investigated for illegal activities he did as a Hornet. There's some evidence that the Hornets knew about it, and they knew he was being investigated, and they still traded him to the Miami Heat, in which they got a first-round pick back. So the Heat are saying, oh, you've got me incredibly fucked up. Give me that first-round pick back, or get his money out the books. Something. They traded me a known felon by choice. They fucked me over. They did not disclose this. It's the same thing as trading me a guy with a torn ACL without telling me. You need to rescind this trade and give us our pick back. Adam Silver is like, oh no, what are we going to do? Even though he's the one that has to make a decision at the end of the day. That's really holding them up, because if they can get a first round pick back and get Terry Rozier off the books, that opens up so much more flexibility to make a move, so much more ability to make a big all in trade with an additional first round pick. And they're at the point now where they just are who they are. They're a good team with some depth, playing this new style that we'll see how far it can take them. They clearly, as always, are going to be a team that wants to make trades and get more and more talented players in the door. And getting Terry Rozier's ass out of here and that compensation back will make that a lot better.
Adam, step up.
Yeah, man up. Come on, dude. Just do it. Just do it.
For
Just make a choice. I don't even care what you decide. Just do it.
it's time to be commissioner of the league.
I know. Not
And-
capitalist of the league. Yeah, you strike a deal. How about you make a decision? How about that?
Oh my God,
Stand on something.
Nah, man. What did the Hornets get? They got back
He thought
for
it
that
was sweet.
trade.
It was 27 or 29 first round pick. I forget which year.
It was a 27 first round pick that was lottery protected, and then also Kyle Lowry.
Yeah. So they're not getting Kyle Lowry back, but
Yeah.
they can get that first round pick back and void Terry Rozier's contract.
Nah, man. If I'm the Hornets, you got to get that shit back in blood. Sorry, man. You was not getting back this pick. You want it? I dare you. Come get it. I got hitters all around me. What are you talking about? Nah, man. You can't get that shit.
That's
Sorry.
funny.
Yeah, so we'll see. But that's because obviously, like if we're talking about them on the court, they clearly are going to be a team that wants to make trades and make it better. So how much ammo we got?
Yeah.
Next up in this division, who has the Orlando Magic?
That's me.
Ooh.
Similar to the Cleveland Cavaliers,
Mm-hmm.
I think the decision-making people of the Orlando Magic should, once again, get into a car, drive very far away to the nearest body of water. Right, you sit on the lake. You have some type of campfire situation. Right, you make sure it's peaceful and your mind is clear, and you ask yourself, who do you truly think is the best player here?
How philosophical, man.
Right, you have to make a decision, and I know that like publicly facing, you kind of have this thing of like, yes, like Paolo is our guy. We gave him the extension. We drafted him with the number 1 overall pick. I understand that.
Here's my
However,
question. Go ahead, my bad.
there's it's been a little bit of evidence, right? That like Franz is just playing better and or operates the team better. And I'm not even saying that you have to trade Paolo. However, to fully reconfigure the direction of this team, I think you do need to know who you think is the best player and then move from there.
That's my question. So we talk about this a lot,
Mhm.
and like it's fun for us as like people who like make rankings and have discourse about like who's the real best player. Like it's fun to talk about. Does it matter who they think their best player is? Like, what does that change when they're both already paid under contract long term? Either way, they both got to play with each other, so you're not going to bench one. Like,
so-
if you decide Franz your best player, what does that mean in practicality?
So I think that if you decide that Franz is your best player, then you start to think of your team as, okay, then how do we fit pieces around Franz as opposed to how do we fit pieces around Paolo?
But don't they need
You're
the same
trying to
pieces?
maximize. Okay.
Don't they need the same pieces though? They're both big fours that want to drive.
A little bit, but also the real thing is whoever you decide is the better player then gets more patience, right? Of we can deal with whatever your flaws are, as opposed to you are the second best player. We're not building around you, and then you, the second player, is no longer as big or bigger than the program, and you are now not safe. Like that's the only, that's the only thing where it now allows you to mentally think about whoever you decide is the second best player as it's okay if we ultimately decide to move on. But I do think that you are going into a very, very weird spot in this year where people have missed time. You haven't really had everything click together. You just traded 4 first-round picks. You need continuity from the top down, and you need a purposeful direction. And because you haven't gotten 2 weeks straight of Franz and Paolo playing at all-star level together, we need to figure out where we need to go, and we need to set the tone from the top down.
Yeah. I just think they're kind of in a hope and pray type of thing. And like, at least for this season, maybe this summer, some like drastic moves that nobody sees coming could happen that I won't further elaborate on. But at least for now, like best version of Franz, like you don't want him taking like more shots than Paolo. Like he's not like a volume shooter from the outside, you know? Like, so what, he runs more pick and rolls and Paolo plays off ball a little bit more. That should happen even if Paolo is your best player, just to like encourage them both being a duo, you know? So I just don't know what they can do differently given the tendencies of both players. How Paolo's obviously a slower isolation scorer that if you want him to be good, even as a second option, he's got to take shots. Franz is a better playmaker driver. If you want him to be good, even as a first option, that doesn't necessarily mean more shots. So like either way it goes, whoever is referred to as the best player, I feel like they're going to have the same dynamic no matter what, just because Franz isn't a good outside shooter either. So I don't know if they can really do anything with that information.
All of this is to basically mask a who are we picking conversation. Right? Obviously, in terms of like who are we trading anybody? Do we feel like we need to trade one of the top 2 guys?
Yeah.
And just because of recent evidence, it feels like it would make just slightly more sense to trade Paolo as opposed to Franz.
Yeah, but then you can't really trade either. So I'm just thinking about like short term. Like I don't know what they can do besides hope that Paolo starts playing really well.
And
That's
if he doesn't,
tragic, man.
Yeah, summer might get interesting.
Right now, they're the 5th
But will it
seed.
though? Like they still won't trade him. Like it's not gonna like. It would take a lot of courage and proactivity to trade him. Like with the, like GMs also understand the reputation and the like stigma attached to making a move like that. Like that takes a lot of balls as a GM.
if this was last year, I'd understand. Luka Doncic got traded in the middle of the night. Ain't nobody safe. You thought that it's
Very
been
true.
You thought that it's been 9 months and now everything is safe. Guess what? I'm circling the block. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone.
You say that, but then the guy who made the decision got fucking publicly burned. Like you thinking GMs are seeing that and be like, I want to do what Nico did.
If he had called around and said, "Hey, I think I kind of want to do this. What is everybody offering?" It would have been received much.
They said he asked
differently.
for Giannis and Anthony Edwards, and they told him to go fuck himself.
He's an idiot. He should have done that.
No, like the other teams said kick rock Nico. Like he asked about those guys, and the other GMs were like, fuck off my phone.
But now there's a 7-foot Greek man who doesn't want to be where he wants to be.
So trade.
And depending on what happens in the next month and a half, he may still be on the roster come the summertime. That when you have, a full season of evidence with Franz, Paolo, Bane, you have another playoff run, then we can kind of start to think about things.
That's the proactive move, I think, is trading Paolo for Giannis. That could make sense.
Yes.
Other than that, I don't know. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, that's so weird, bro.
Unless any other top 10 players are coming available. Okay, next team in this division. Who do we got? We have Washington Wizards. Who has them? Make it quick. 30 seconds, go.
For the Washington Wizards, I don't think it's been announced yet. So for them, they need to figure out what day the NBA lottery is on. That's really it. Y'all suck.
Nice.
Charlotte Hornets. I don't know the right way to frame this. I've been struggling with this. Really, is LaMelo, Brandon Miller, and Khan as a trio? Is that your nucleus? I'm not really pinpointing one option or the other. The LaMelo thing, like, yeah, we all know that he has these tendencies that are bad, and like, if there's a perfect world in which we could trade him for someone more serious of equal level, we would do it. But do we want to rip that Band-Aid off for no reason? Not necessarily. Brandon Miller's been hurt. Just dunked somebody into oblivion. Been hurt a lot. We don't know if he's good yet. Like, everything individually is a question. Is this your big three? Do they play together? Like, get a sample size if LaMelo can stay healthy and realize, like, do we have a trio we can build around? Because that'll inform a lot of your moves. Because if you do get best case scenario for those three guys, on paper, they would fit pretty seamlessly.
I like the idea of LaMelo and Khan being a part of the future for sure. Watching Brandon Miller has been so like volatile. Like, it's just the type of shots that he takes sometimes are kind of, all over the place at times and whatnot. He's wildly
Just don't go in a lot,
inefficient, so it's like when I think about the Charlotte Hornets, it's clear who their future is and like what the face of the franchise looks like, and it's Con Knipple at this point in time. And I think right now they're just waiting for the perfect opportunity to move off of someone like Brandon Miller. And if it needs to be LaMelo Ball too, sure, in the future, but that's not a decision that you like.
You know what the hard part is with teams like this?
What is it?
They're not waiting for the perfect time to do anything. They're just existing. We talk about all these teams and like, yeah, surely they have this in mind. They don't got shit in mind. They're the Charlotte Hornets. They're just out here getting buckets, selling tickets.
Like, whoever like stumbles onto their laps, they're gonna take. If they land number 2 overall draft pick, then they're gonna go ahead and take AJ and let that be that, and that's just gonna how it plans out and rolls out.
Unless they get blessed, they're just gonna do nothing. That's the reality, I think. Is that like, when's the last time they did something proactive and like smart?
The last time they did something proactive and smart.
Good luck.
Kemba contract?
What part about that was proactive and smart?
Not wanting to give him that supermax.
Oh, I guess. Sure. Whatever.
I guess.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. They decided to be greedy at one time. Like,
That's like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't think you can classify that as greedy.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah. But like, whatever. Like, it's not like that was like some brilliant thing to get more assets.
Something
like,
that makes.
I'm just saying if that's what we're pointing to is like not giving Kim Walker quite as much money. That was the right decision. He got hurt right away, but like, okay, we're reaching pretty far back. It's been a whole era since then.
I mean, they haven't really had an era, but
it's been a combination of years since then.
No, we punching down, man.
Yeah, like they're just whatever, man. I don't even know. My question is, are these guys your nucleus?
Yeah, they don't know either, bro. They're just
last team of the day, Atlanta Hawks. What do we got for them?
Oh man,
you talk about teams I'm sick and tired of talking about.
Yeah, we talk a disproportionate amount about the Hawks compared to every other NBA podcast. We talk so much about the Hawks.
I'm so tired.
You got 30 seconds. What is one question that will define their 2026?
You want to join my game in Fruit Ninjas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it over. One question is real simple. Can Trae Young and Jalen Johnson thrive as a duo together? If not, Trae Young will be traded this summer.
I ain't got the app.
Hold on. Sorry.
I got him. Sorry. No, it's like, is that duo feasible? If not, we have to pivot. Can Jalen Johnson get some defense going with Trae Young dribbling more? Can these two work? Is this style of play we're building around Trae worthwhile? If not, we're shipping the small one out and building around the big one.
I think Jalen Johnson has a concussion when he plays defense, specifically on that end.
And with that being said, that is one question that will define every single NBA team's 2026. One thing we want to see them answer, questions we have. Hopefully they have the same thing if they're trying to get better. And with that being said, it's on to our last TikTok time of 2025. Wow. The final one. We got Christmas lights up. It's still the season. I know this is coming out on December 26th. It's still Christmas season. We're keeping these lights up until New Year's.
Psych. Until the 4th of July.
Psych. Until Halloween.
Took a lot of time and effort to put these decorations up. We will enjoy them.
And we will enjoy this TikTok time. Let's go have some fun. Welcome to TikTok Time, a very festive New Year's edition of TikTok Time, the last one of the year. I think that's right. We start with some bread and butter.
Damn. You said last one of the year? That shit shocked my heart. Damn.
Last one of 2025. We're going to go out the bang, do something fun. We're going to do some discourse baits, a staple in sports media around everybody that wants to get a little clip off. We are going to redraft the 2024 NBA draft class.
Oh, yeah.
This is a class that, is referred to as potentially the worst draft class of our era, potentially the worst draft class of all time. We're going to sit down and we're going to redraft it after a year and a half of basketball.
Okay.
All right, let's do
Mo,
it.
your team had the number one overall pick. We're going to take turns, all of us making a pick one by one. You can go first. As a Hawks fan, who do you think, looking back, they should have picked number one overall?
Man, oh man. Certainly it's not Zachary Richardson anymore. God damn. I don't know if he would be top 10 after this.
I got about the 22 players that are relevant in this conversation on the screen right now, but you know who's in the draft class. You can put up on your phone. Who is number one pick in this class?
Very worthy. Give me Stephon Castle at number one.
Okay, is there anybody else you thought about?
Alex Sarr, of course. He's been hurt as of late, but I love his potential. It's just so hard to see his potential when he's masked and shit and covered up and shit. You got to do a lot of cleaning up to see the value in him. But it's there. But it's close.
Do we feel like Stephon Castle has the best all-star caliber potential right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because like even Alex Sarr, like if you want him to be an all-star, like he can kind of get there, but like Stephon Castle is genuinely like impactful on both ends of the floor.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Donovan, number two. Who are you picking?
Listen,
This is hard. You can go a few ways.
I
Yeah.
can't go a few. I gotta let you hear what I'm saying for this one. Understand? God forbid a white boy get a little bit of motion. Give me Reed Shepherd, number 2 overall.
That's not ridiculous. People wrote him off. He's been a bucket. He has been everything we wanted to be. The defense is coming around. He's a sharpshooter. I like it.
Okay. That's fair. That's very fair.
He's nasty, man.
He's filthy. Number 3, things get interesting. I think if I was a GM right now
Take
and I'm
your
staring
shit.
down this draft board, I'm taking Zach Edey.
Yep.
I'm taking Zach Edey.
Oh!
I think
I
that
knew
the 10 games before he got hurt, I think he was shaping up into being borderline all-star level production. He was a top 10 center in the league. Then he got hurt a couple weeks ago. I think he's going to come out and he's going to be a Zubac type level player.
What about the 18 games of Alex Sarr that we've seen? Oh my God.
Alex Sarr can be 4.
Oh my God.
I believe in the floor of Zach Edey more than I do the ceiling of any of these guys. I think he's going to be an above average starter for a long time.
Wow, man. Wow.
I never ever doubted his glaze ability. I knew that he was gonna take Zach Edey third.
Yeah, it was between him or Sarr.
Oh my God.
If you tell me you pick Sarr over him, I understand.
Yeah, man. I feel so sorry for you. I know what you are, but I'm taking Alex Sarr at 4.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't. Do you think it's a guarantee that Alex Sarr becomes better than Zach Edey?
I'm not saying it's a guarantee.
I
No,
think it's
nothing
far-
in this life is a
Sure.
guarantee.
But do you think it's likely?
I think it's likely that Alex Sarr will have a better career than Zach Edey.
Injuries are the one reason I can understand that.
Exactly. That's the start of the conversation. But also, I think Alex Sarr has the higher ceiling too.
I don't know. I mean, I get why you say that.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I think Edey, if those few games are real, those 10 games, like he was defending.
And this is
elite
what these
level.
damn Washington Wizards have done to Alex Sarr. They're so bad all around that you don't even know what that dude is good at, bruh.
I mean, he's good. But
Damn.
I think that Zach Edey obviously gets treated like he has less of a ceiling. Man, he is surely closer to a ceiling than Alex Sarr is, but I think Edey can be a legit elite defender, being that giant rim deterrent. I think he can be an elite finisher, obviously an elite rebounder. I don't think that's a guarantee that Sarr becomes what we want from him on both sides of the ball. But granted, with the shot and obviously the handle, he could do more if he hits his best case scenario.
Yeah, and I think the injury concern and balancing that, with just Alex Sarr being there, you have a little bit more reliability that you feel more comfortable with Alex Sarr. Over
I
Zach
get the
Edey.
injury thing for sure.
Mhm.
Donovan, number 5, where are we going?
First team all white boy as well. Give me Modest Buzelis.
Yeah, Montrezl
Okay.
had to go number 5.
First team all white boy.
That's all I'm taking. I'm just taking the whites.
Nah.
Okay, who am I left now with? Who are we deciding with for number 6?
You got quite a few options.
Keyshawn George having a great second season
He should have won number 5, to be honest with you.
over Buzelis.
Yeah.
I still think
for the first 2 years, yes.
I agree with you, but I also I agree with you that George has put more on film than Modest, but I still think that the upside of Modest and seeing the stretch that he had at the end of last season where everything like really started to click. I see that, and I don't see that as just like fake March basketball. I actually believe in that. I think that he still has a high ceiling.
I agree. I will go Keyshawn George, number 6. Same type of thing as Edie. In a draft class full of mediocre players, I want to pick the safest role players I know will be great for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's Keyshawn George.
Okay. Very, very fair.
Number 7.
Oh, man.
I think we're kind of out of the sure things.
Yeah.
Or which some of these guys weren't sure things, but I think we're getting more towards role player central, not really star upside.
And now that you say that, it's my turn, correct?
Yep, number 7.
Number 7, give me Donovan Clingan.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, he will give you the most stable level defense ever. I'm not gonna ask too much from him when it comes to offense. Stone hands, but I see the 3-point potential. Very interesting.
I think Donovan now, number 8. I think there's a second round pick you might be able to start considering.
Bronny James? Is he here right now? Oh my god.
There's another one playing over there wearing blue.
Is that time?
Maybe. I don't know. I think he's in consideration.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
I don't like him, you whack.
I'm going with Jeremy McCain here.
Okay.
Ooh,
what we saw in those
really?
16 games last year, you think we can extrapolate that and get it for a full year?
Yeah, I do. And I think that it's weird because like I don't think that he's gonna be like he might be able to like get into maybe one All-Star game, maybe.
Mhm.
But I still think that in terms of floor and solid and consistent play, Jeremy McCain can give you that. And right now, just because of how weird the Sixers are, you're not seeing it 100% this year. He also started the year coming off of injury, so a lot of stuff is just up in the air, not 100% as ideal as you'd like it to be. I believe in what I saw last year, and I think he could be a top 10 pick, especially in last year's draft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's the same type
for
of thing that maybe he is like an elite shooting role player for a long time, but if that jump shot is real from what we saw last year, that's going to be a sticking trait for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10, I picked 2 safe picks before. I'm going for upside now. Give me Khalil Ware. Number 10.
You mean number 9?
Oops, yep. My bad. Number 9, give me Khalil Ware. Give me the upside of what might be a shot blocking stretch big type of combination that just provides crazy value.
Dude, over the last 2 games, he hit 11 threes, bro.
That's ridiculous.
What center is doing that in the league right now?
It's crazy. And obviously there's a downside here that if the motor ends up being an issue throughout his entire career and can't stay on the court for various reasons, that maybe he's just like Mr. Potential Man. But if he can figure it out with the right coach, I think he can be lethal.
Damn.
He could be an elite starter. He could be up there with the guys in top 5.
Okay.
But the downside's crazy.
Speaking of elite starter, I think one guy who I feel very comfortable with starting for my team, but has a chance to be a borderline potential. He can sniff an all-star game potentially. AJ Mitchell. Put him up on my list.
Okay. I don't
Put
know if
him
he's
at
sniffing
number
an
10.
all-star game, but that's a great pick.
Put him on my list, man.
Sam Presti did it again.
Great.
Found the 10th best player in his draft class in the second round.
Yep, great defender, can pass, can bolster his way into the rim. I like him, man.
Now we're getting to the point where we got to start considering some of these guys that haven't done much yet, but have a ceiling.
Ew, we're those type of GMs?
You have to be. It's the name of the game. Donovan,
Ew.
pick number 11. I think a lot of the sure things are gone. Who are you placing your chips on? Now, but there is some like 23-year-old role players that are still available if you want to go safe and boring. Tristan Da Silva's looking at you.
I like Jalen Wells.
Okay.
I like Jalen Wells here. I think upside. If I'm picking at this point in the draft, sometimes depending on how my team is, I will feel okay swinging for the fences. Other times, I'm just trying to make sure I get a good player. I know Jalen Wells is going to be a good player.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Going to be a 3-and-D type of guy. There's no real hope for him being anything more than that, I think.
And that's
But there's also no hope for him being bad.
Yeah.
That's okay.
He can start for you for 15 years, bro. Be your 2025 Damari Carroll. That's fine, bro.
That's a crazy comparison. Damari Carroll. What a name to pull.
He's a great starter.
Okay, number 12 now.
Good.
East Missy had a solid rookie year. I love Isaiah Collier's passing, but he can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
You love Terrence Shannon Jr.
Don't say him, please.
I'm not.
He can't be here. Sorry.
I think I don't want to pick one of these 23-year-olds safe picks now. I
Mhm.
want to go for the best swing available, I think. Give me Ron Holland at number 12.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Ron Holland has to go there. Ron Holland can still be extremely good. Obviously, a lot of swing factors. Needs to be able to shoot. Needs to be able to handle. Improve some offensive stuff. I'm going to bet on that motor and that slashing.
Okay. Damn.
Pick 13.
I'm at a crossroads right now. I can go so many ways. I see so many like quality players. So I'm like, yeah, he could play for my team. He could be I don't know, the seventh man, and my team is going to be in great shape. I could go Cam Spencer, but I don't really want to do that.
25. He is what he is.
Yeah, exactly. Someone who has like a little bit higher of a ceiling, and I know he can play and contribute now. I think he's like actually a year younger than Cam Spencer too, maybe 2 years. Give me Tristan Da Silva.
Okay.
I like him.
Yeah, big forward, can do a lot of stuff, can handle the ball sneakily well for someone that size. Obviously shoot, play defense. I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Donovan, who is closing this out? Who is pick 14 to round out the lottery? One guy left. Everyone else gets told to fuck off. Who you saving?
We are saving Mr. Energy himself. I'm going Jalen Tyson here.
Wow.
Ooh, okay. Again, all these safe role players.
Wow, that's okay.
I don't care about none of these other dudes.
He just want guys who got energy and static.
That's
willing to
all I
die
want.
on the
That's
court.
all we need.
So you're telling me number one pick Zachary Ricochet couldn't go in the top 14?
He would not be on my team.
Come on, man.
He could have went when Jalen Wells started. Ricochet's in this tier. Ricochet could have went as high as 11.
He could have, but not if I'm the GM.
He's more talented than Jalen Tyson.
That's fine. You can win titles with talent. Go ahead, try that.
You picked
I'm
Tristan Da Silva over him. So
I'm
would you?
winning with players.
So today, as a Hawks fan, would you have traded Ricochet for Tristan Da Silva tomorrow?
Yes.
Right now, yes, I would. That's no hate to Ricochet at all.
Yes, it is.
You
It's
don't
nothing
like
to do
him.
with him.
Yes, it
I
is.
just like Tristan Da Silva better.
No. If you're telling number one pick that you like Tristan Da Silva better, that's hate.
No, it's not. It
That's
has
it.
nothing
you
to do
don't,
with
you don't like Ricochet. You've never liked him.
I liked him. What do you mean? You have no evidence that I don't like him.
I do.
You don't actually.
The world does.
Where? How? What do you
Broadcasting
mean?
House of Highlights. If you know, you know.
How was AI? That was not me.
Rob Dillingham fell out of the lottery all entirely.
Yeah, no, he's not getting picked here at all.
No.
Sorry, man.
That's tough. Anybody else that honestly kind of
Ryan
right?
Dunn potentially had all right. Bub Carrington has been better as of late, but you need more sample size. And a lot of these guys have given you plenty of sample size.
Missy maybe could have been in contention for 13 and 14.
Do you really want to go? Yeah. Do you want to go upside?
Bronny James, an argument here.
And that is our top 14 players in the 2024 NBA draft.
Connect.
Man, what a draft. I didn't realize it was going to be like this, man. Damn.
I realized.
Shit.
So next thing we are going to do, I'm going to show you 10 NBA players. And I need you guys to guess the order of them based on their career points scored.
Ooh.
So you're going to order them from 1 to 10 based on who you think, total cumulative career.
Okay.
This is hilarious. I see all-time greats here, bro. I see Harden. I see CP3, bro. I see Steph Curry. And then Porzingis is staring at me in my goddamn face.
So 1 through 10, where are we going first?
Well, number one, it should be Harden.
Well, number one should be Harden, I believe, too.
Okay, that's a safe place to start.
We'll go Harden 1.
Never missed the playoffs. Hella longevity.
Is that?
Steph 2.
Ooh, hold on.
You going Steph or Scottie?
Steph did miss a lot of games. I think I'd rather go Steph than Scottie. But who has like crazy longevity here?
Nobody.
I mean,
are you sure?
CP3 does. Is that Pistol Pete over there?
That is Pistol Pete on the top left. I'll say the names out loud for audio listeners. We got James Harden, Pistol Pete, Kristaps Porzingis, Scottie Pippen, Steph Curry, Tracy McGrady, John Wall, Chris Paul, Joel Embiid, and Dwight Howard.
So CP 2. You want to go CP3 at 2 and then Steph?
Probably, yeah, because Steph was in college for a couple of years.
Okay.
And it took him some time to pop too, and he missed like so many games.
CP3
when he
also
was
played 2
young.
years in college.
Yeah, he did.
But he's in, he's year 155.
But this
Yeah.
is also year like 16, 17 for Steph.
Yeah,
as
he's
well.
like 42 years old too.
Yeah.
But CP3 is like 69.
I feel like we should go Steph 2.
Okay, let's go Steph too.
Okay, Steph Curry number 2.
Pistol Pete. Where we bring
You also don't got to go in order. You can fill some on the
How
bottom.
long? How long? Okay, so who do
Who's
we
last?
believe got no buckets?
No
I think it
buckets?
might be Kristaps Porzingis or John Wall.
Kristaps has missed the most
He's
time.
missed so much time.
Yeah, put KP at 10. KP at 10, John Wall at 9. That's easy.
John Wall 9.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
you
it
agree,
nine?
Donovan?
Compared to all these guys? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, wait. Well, Pistol
And-
Pete is right there though.
What you know about Pistol Pete longevity?
They did not play for that long. I mean, I'm assuming he didn't play for that long. Plus,
You want to go Pistol Pete at 9?
I don't know.
With Dwight Howard there?
I'm asking questions. I don't know.
Okay,
Dwight
I
played
think
for a long time.
Dwight could be at like 8.
8 for Dwight. Okay, we need to put someone there. We could put Dwight at 8. I
All right,
guess.
let's put Dwight at 8.
Okay, who's at 9?
I think
Scotty?
Scotty played for some time.
First, you want to say John Wall at 9. Now you're saying Scotty. Y'all all over the place.
Ah, man. I think
Okay, here's the question. Let's forget those two. Where are we putting T-Mac?
T-Mac. You can put him at.
6?
I was thinking 5.
5 it is. Let's
Yeah.
put T-Mac at 5.
Okay.
What if you get all this wrong, it's gonna fry me, bro. If you don't get a singular right, it's gonna kill me, bro.
All right, Joel Embiid. 6? Actually, no.
Hell no. Put him at 9. He barely plays.
But he's had some moments.
He had a peak worth like maybe 3 or 4 years.
Multiple years averaging 30 does a lot for you.
I don't know, man. I think I want to put him at 9. He
I'm
barely
gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you. Go ahead and put
He
Joel Embiid
barely
at 9.
plays.
I don't like it, but we will go. Then we'll go Scotty.
You know what's
Pippen.
funny? You're trusting him. First, you want to put John Wall at 9 adamantly. Now he's Joel Embiid. You're trusting a guy who's all over the place.
We'll put Scotty at 6. I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Put Scotty at 6. John Wall at 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Pistol Pete at 4. CP3 at 3.
All right, yeah. Let's rock.
Okay. So your final order: James Harden, Steph Curry, CP3, Pistol Pete, T-Mac is your top 5.
Can we make
Pippen
it
at 6, John Wall at 7, Howard at 8, Joel Embiid at 9, and KP at 10.
I don't like this at all.
Can we make any switches? What do you like hate about
It
this?
doesn't
right now?
matter at
Nope.
this point.
I know
All
you
right.
got a few right, but I know you're not getting them all right.
Okay.
Final answers. This is the real order. We got James Harden, Steph Curry, Chris Paul. What you got right? Dwight Howard was 4.
Wow.
Pippen 5. T-Mac 6. Got to flip them. Pistol Pete was 7. Joel Embiid was 8, not 9. He had more than John Wall. And you got KP right.
Ooh.
Hey, man, you got 1 through 3 and 10 right. Other than that, straight misses.
40% as a 3-point shooter, we're knocking it down.
Yeah. A win is a win. I'm happy with
You
this.
put that in baseball, we're hitting 400.
Mhm.
Oh my
You're
god,
the GOAT.
Yeah.
we're so good.
No one's ever done this.
I did fumble by not putting John Wall there.
You
though.
wanted to. If you trusted your gut.
Yeah.
If you would have went John Wall at 9, you guys definitely didn't think enough about Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard
Yeah.
played a while.
He did play a long time. I did say that.
Before he got hurt, before he started getting hurt, he played a lot of Iron Man games.
Yeah.
He did.
Damn.
John Wall at 9 should have been obvious, and then Joel Embiid is the next pick. That would have made some of these cascade for you guys.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll live with 40%.
Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna get him next.
It's quite terrible, but next time you guys might do better.
It's not quite terrible.
Porzingis.
It's worse than terrible. This is absolute dog shit.
We're getting a second contract.
Not for me, you're not. Okay, you guys did pretty solid. Next thing we're gonna do, this is a New Year's show. We're looking forward to 2026. Donovan, what are things that you are gonna go out there on a limb right now, and what are your predictions for 2026 in the NBA?
Let me get this together.
We asked Donovan to put together a list as a resident hater, our resident slanderer, big picture thinker. What do you predict is gonna happen in the NBA this year?
All right, 10 things. Number 1, 2026 will be the last season that the NBA All-Star Game will be played.
Whoa.
And what are we doing in place of that?
I don't know yet. They will figure something out, but the All-Star Game will not be played after this year. It has, the last couple of years have been as bad as it's ever been. It's been an embarrassment, a stain on the league. They're trying to switch up formats every 2 years, no type of consistency. You can feel them grabbing for any straw that they can. And I think at a certain point, Adam Silver is just going to look up and say, hey, if you guys don't want to play hard, we can't make you guys do it. We're getting rid of the game. Because it's become something where after All-Star Weekend, it doesn't matter what happens. Monday morning comes and everybody says, man, the All-Star Game was bad. What can we do to fix it?
I got a proposal for y'all. So you know how we're doing like team versus world or USA versus world?
Mm-hmm.
What if, depending on your matchup, I don't know, let's say who's someone like, let's say Nikola Jokic is faced off with Bam Adebayo or something like that. Bam is team USA, Jokic is team world or whatever. Bam Adebayo, if Nikola Jokic outplays you, you have to go back to his home country for 5 years minimum.
5
That's
years.
gonna make these guys hoop their ass off, man. What?
You're
don't
going to
wanna
banish me to live in
Yes.
Serbia for 5 years?
You have to play hard,
That's a jail sentence.
and
It's
we're gonna
cold.
get the All-Star game right back where it deserves to be. We're gonna care about hoops. I love this idea.
Just-
What do they? I mean, can they really
just
disband
roll
the
the
All Star
ball
game though? I feel there might be too much history to actually disband the All Star game. I think they might have to just continue to try to find a way to make it good, and it's gonna suck forever.
I disagree. I mean, they got rid of the actual Pro Bowl in the NFL. That they had played that for a long time, and they switched it into like events. You can still have All Star Saturday night, and you can still have other events around it. But Sunday, and the All Star game being the main,
Yeah.
being like the capstone of the weekend. That's not gonna.
But here's the
happen.
thing: they have to pick All Star still. All Star as accolades have to exist, so
Yeah.
they got to do something.
You'll still pick them.
Yeah, but what do they do?
They don't play though.
Yeah, this guy's an all-star.
Yeah. You have distinctions, but they're gonna score 300 points in an All Star game, and it's gonna be the most disgusting thing we've ever watched.
Well, what? That's one less ad spot for YouTube TV though.
They'll figure something.
How do
out.
we survive without that Sprite sponsorship?
I don't
You're
know.
right.
Adam,
We need
Adam
those
keeps
big
coming
ass
up with
logos on
great
the-
additions, so
we
we'll
need
figure
those
something
big
out.
ass logos on the court. Damn.
All right, number 2. Either the Clippers or the Pelicans will get the number 1 overall pick.
Okay, why one of those two? Is this like a conspiracy assumption?
It'll just be funny, right? Both of
love
those
that.
teams are obviously terrible, bad. They're going to be at the top of the lottery with whatever odds that they have. I just think it'll be funny if the Pelicans, who made a bad trade, everybody said it was bad at the time, and then they get punished.
Oh, hey, I forgot. You're picking the two teams that don't own their picks.
Yes.
Okay, so either the Thunder or the Hawks get the first
What
round
are you
pick.
thinking about?
It'll be honestly, the Thunder getting the first round pick is by far the funniest outcome. Whether you like the Thunder or hate them, it's fucking hilarious for the Clippers to make them a juggernaut even more so.
Exactly, it would be funny. So that's I'm speaking it into existence right now.
It's funny until they deal in your team in every single night,
It's
bro.
funny until they
It's
win
not
80
funny.
games a year.
Yeah.
Shit's real funny until they have Small Shea and Big Shea with
God,
AJ
man.
DeBonson next to him.
God, man.
We'll see. Number 3, Darius Garland will be traded this year.
Where to?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Probably Sacramento. But-
Damn, you want to banish Darius?
Nah, we can't do
I'm sorry.
I
sorry.
like Darius. You're gonna do him like that?
It's not me. I'm not making the call. I'm just saying I think it's gonna happen. He
Okay.
will get traded though. The Cavs, they are a broken team. They're probably gonna fire Kenny Atkinson and trade Darius Garland, tear this thing down to as many studs as you can have left, and that's gonna be it.
Just retool the team around Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
They need to trade him.
That's
to
probably
Dallas.
inevitable. And like, it's such a bad pill to swallow because they probably have to change something, and there's not a lot of good outcomes outside of trading Darius. Like trade Jared Allen, all right, cool.
Exactly.
Slightly change your team up. It's not really a gigantic identity shift.
Facts.
Ah, man, this is so bad.
But, like,
Okay.
I would so want to keep Darius though.
I feel that. But Kings, they are on the list.
Ew.
Next up, actually, a Kings prediction. The Kings will make a dumb trade in 2026.
Okay.
Oh, you can bet that in every single year they're gonna make a trade,
Hey,
regardless.
man.
They're
Yeah.
always gonna
Do you
lose.
think FanDuel offers odds for Kings losing a trade?
Probably not. But
I know
they-
Adam Silver's trying to roll back the prop bets. Let's
Yeah.
roll them forward. Let's bet on the downfall of the Kings. Let's add more prop bets. I'm gonna get so motherfucking rich.
That's easy money, man. That's too easy.
I'm gonna bet on the Kings doing something stupid and the Pelicans doing something stupider, and I'm gonna
That's
get
how you
ban-
boost.
I'm gonna get bans.
That's how you boost the economy, right
Yeah,
there.
that's how you boost my pockets.
All right. Next up, the New York Knicks will make the NBA Finals. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
This is the year. Now, I said that we're going to win the title before the season. I still believe that. But 100%, we're making the finals. And nobody's beating us.
Yeah,
It's not going to happen.
If it's not this, you guys are never making the finals. Like it's not gonna happen for the rest of this decade.
For the
If
rest
it
of your
doesn't
fucking
happen.
life.
Yeah, like it's not happening. I guarantee
and
you. It's
and
not
they will
happening.
take advantage. They will do it. The Knicks are going to make the NBA Finals.
Okay.
I promise.
We're talking to a GM.
Or you can shoot Mo down today.
Oh, why?
You think I'm wrong? Fight my homie about it.
No!
Kill my homie about it.
No!
I
No!
dare
No! No! Mr. Hawks, I'm just 500, man.
I'll
What are
give you his
talking about?
address.
Hey! No! Please, God. No.
knock his fucking head off.
No, Miles, please, man, please.
It's so funny. We do need the Knicks in the finals though. Like we're dying for
It
a
would be
class.
so fun.
No, we need fun. We need a classic finals right now, no matter how it goes. The last few have been very low aura finals. And, you know, the days of these super teams, like we don't have LeBron and Curry coming out the woodworks right now. So we're not really going to be able to, at this current state, I think, hit the levels we knew when we were teenagers. But we need some aura in the finals. No more Indiana basketball in the finals. It was great while we had it. We need the New York Knicks losing to either Anthony Edwards or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Bro, I need to be in New York. I will if that happens.
We're
I'm
doing live
beating
shows
you, bro.
every day from the Garden.
I am being outside of that
Yeah.
stadium every single
Like
day.
them winning would be great for the vibes of the NBA, but also them losing would be cool because I think if they're there, we need it.
The city of New York is going to be in chaos. It'll be hilarious.
Oh, Lakers versus Knicks would be insane. I think Shea being the Knicks would be good for the Thunder's like having them be some like iconic team that people actually like. I
Yeah.
think being the Knicks would help that. And the most aura by far would be Anthony Edwards rising to being best in the world caliber by beating the Knicks.
If you won a title on the road in MSG,
Yeah.
it would be crazy.
Adam Silver's number one option should be Anthony Edwards takes down the Knicks.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, next one. Jason Tatum will play in a playoff game this year.
Ooh,
I like
this
it.
is
At this
juicy.
point, they're good enough. Bring him back if he wants to. If he's capable of doing it without getting hurt, without jeopardizing the long-term health of his lower body, let him play because this team can make the finals. You're talking about, the Knicks are going to be in the finals? Not if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have anything to say about it.
We were going to go up 3-1 when he hurt himself anyways. We were going to win that series, and we'll do it again back-to-back years.
Now we'll beat him while he's a cripple.
And not when Jordan Walsh is there, bro.
Listen,
Jordan
man, don't
Walsh
show
is
up
gonna
on the court if you're
pummel
not
you.
ready to play.
Nah, man.
You better be ready.
Wouldn't that be cool if he comes back? Oh, dude, I just had a vision. I just had a
fan fiction.
I just had a That's
Okay.
So Raven moment. Jason Tatum comes back to start the playoffs. First round, they play the Knicks, and he gets revenge. He gets it back in blood, beats them. Ends their season in disastrous fashion when they should be in the finals, like they did to him last year.
Yeah.
I'd cry.
No, that would do so much. That's damn near.
I won't say anybody tears their Achilles, but Jalen Brunson shits his pants on the court,
Hey, man. Hey, man.
defecates on the court,
You keep his name out your mouth.
pants full of doo-doo. Physically, like Paul Pierce.
Now, next one.
Josh Hart's gonna lose his mind. My Shayla.
That was crazy. Yeah, I don't know why he did
He's
that.
plugging holes.
We will get a playoff series with Wemby versus Jokic.
Oh, I need it. I need it so bad.
Please.
That's like Godzilla, man, versus
Kong.
Oh my God, that's nasty work.
I don't know when it's going to be, if it's going to be in the first, second, or third round, but they will match up for hopefully 7 games, and we will get that in 2026.
We need that. We're talking about we need a certain level of aura back in the playoffs. Wemby versus Jokic will restore the feeling.
I'm ready for the playoffs to start right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for that. What would that need to be? Because they're probably be the 2 seed. So probably gotta be the second round if the Spurs can get to the 3 seed.
The Spurs are
Yeah,
the 2
right,
seed
right now they're the 2 and the 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're the 3 right now?
Yeah.
Okay, second round. Let's get it.
Yes, I need that to maintain. for the
De'Aaron
rest of
Fox with Jamal Murray would be fun too.
It's
A nice little chain to be snatched, a little rivalry.
the- That would be fun.
Best Kentucky guard.
I see the vision. I see the storylines.
They're both fighting for second behind Maxey.
Ooh. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right, last 3. In 2026, Anthony Edwards will release an album.
Okay.
I think he's been working on something. I think he's been in the stew. I think he has something to say.
Where are you getting these visions from? What do you think he
Got
has to
something
say?
I think
What has
Anthony
been
Edwards,
pent up in his chest?
What do you think his rapping style is gonna be like? Who's gonna emulate?
like
Lil
Young
Baby.
Nudie or something.
not Lil Baby for sure.
Okay.
Have you seen him freestyle before or heard him?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
There's one freestyle of him when he was, I think he like was freshly out of Georgia, and he was freestyling in the car during COVID time or whatever. It was hilarious, bro. Lil Baby.
But yeah, I do think that the album is on the way every summer and add something to his game. And I think rapping will be what it is this
Yeah,
year.
and you know what? That's a good prediction because every NBA star does it. KD, LeBron, Steph, everyone does it. He's up next.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Clippers will sue Adam Silver because of the punishment that he is going to put out on them. I think
Countersuits.
I think that they are going to. I think that the punishment is on the way, and I think that the Clippers are not going to be happy, and they're gonna try to extend this. And Steve Ballmer is going to be like, "I'm the richest man in this league. I will buy every team myself. You can't do this to me. I'll see you in court, Mr. Silver."
You get a subpoena, Pablo Torre.
Yeah. He's like, "You listen to this guy? Come on now. What are we actually doing here?"
No, great. You want to do some journalism? You want to revive real media? Here's $200,000 in legal fees.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna take the All-Star game out of the Intuit Dome, and Steve Ballmer is gonna lose his mind, and he's gonna make it his ultimate life's work to take down Adam Silver.
Okay, if I go down, everybody goes down with me. Damn, real evil villain from a movie.
We might not have an NBA in 2027 because Steve Ballmer is gonna be so vengeful.
He will be the most hated man on the planet. If that was
topples the
happening.
organization.
It's gonna get
Good
crazy.
God.
He's the kingpin.
And last, but certainly not least, in 2026, I'm telling you right now, there will be an episode of the Mind the Game podcast where LeBron and his family are together and he announces his retirement.
On Mind the Game?
On Mind the Game. He's going to do it on his own platform. He's going to do it on his own terms, and he would do it with his family surrounding him.
I can honestly see that happening, bro. Like nothing so far that he said in any type of interview has indicated that he has real love for the game still going past this year.
And he keeps telling us this in ways he doesn't need to. They
Yeah.
asked him, "Oh, Keontae George been going crazy. What do you think about that?"
Yeah.
Man, I just watch golf on YouTube these days.
I know. Yeah.
He's the one
man.
to let you know I'm old. Like,
Exactly.
They asked him, how do you still feel about playing Christmas Day? He was like, listen, I love it. Been watching since I was a kid, but I'd rather be home with my family.
You know, I wouldn't rather be here if I didn't have to.
Come
he just
on
keeps
now.
telling everybody.
Ron, stop doing this to me. Damn it.
Also, my feet hurt, my knees hurt, my back hurt, my head hurt.
Arthritis, don't forget.
But yeah, so it will be a very, very planned retirement announcement on
Do you
his
think
own
there's
platform.
any world in which he's keenly aware that we all think he's this media attention whore and will do all this, and maybe he just retires out the blue because he thinks it's aura farming?
Yes, 100%.
That's definitely in the cards where he just like tweets like Finn, like it's just over. I'm out. Like, you know, Jordan had the "I'm back" thing. He's just like "I'm out."
Yeah. That's so dope.
Like there's a real world in which he's just like it's over.
Dude, the internet's going to explode when that happens, right?
He just texts Shams, "I'm out," and he tells Shams, "Post a screenshot of this."
I'm going to be in this bitch having a mental breakdown. I'm going to be in shambles. I'm going to lose my mind, man. I'm not going to know how to act.
He said, "LeBron, keep playing or I will die tomorrow."
That's all I got, man. Hard day
You
at
think
work.
I'm fucking playing?
Get
You think
mistreated
everything's
at
a
home.
game, LeBron?
Facts, bro.
Oh my god. Okay, those are
Crying.
solid predictions for next year. I like it. The next thing we are gonna do, we are gonna play NBA Keep 4, Cut 4, a staple on this show. I'm gonna name 8 NBA players. You keep 4, Cut 4 based on how clutch they are, based on how much you want them to take the final shot.
Okay, let's do it.
So the most clutch players. First name, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Keeping him. It's okay, Shiesty, man. He's home. We're keeping him.
You know what? I'm gonna pull it up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna say a word. I'm just gonna nod and do that.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
It's hard to talk.
That's real good audio content.
Don't care. Tap in for real.
Tap it for real.
So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is our first keep.
We're keeping him.
Joel Embiid.
I feel like we might get better, but he is the MVP.
He is the MVP. Yeah, not really like one known for like 8 winners though. He's a big man. It's kind of hard to be
Yeah.
a last shot type of guy. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but I mean, he could get jumpers off.
yeah.
He gets blitz all the time, though. And it's hard for him to get him jumpers off. So
I mean,
fast.
I agree with you. I would cut him.
All right, let's cut him.
Yeah.
Let's cut him.
That's a good
Let's
point.
cut him.
It's hard for a 7-footer to beat a blitz like it is for a guard. Like
yeah, unless you're Jokic, you can't do it.
even then, like you're only so fast. You can only
Yeah.
run around a double team so fast.
Yeah.
You gotta pass it.
Yeah, so I'm cutting him.
Okay. Steve Nash.
This
I feel like
very-
Steve Nash taking the last shot consistently is a dream of people's,
Yeah.
but it never really happened like that.
And it really should. It's the last with the ball in his hand. So if you wanted to say the passing's part of it, you can do that.
No, it's the last shot.
Okay, take the jumper. Okay.
Yeah, taking the jumper. He is a good shooter though.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it at all.
He can get any shot off.
We probably should cut him, but I want to keep him just because it makes sense. He's in a.
It's your world. It's your list. You can keep cutting. You just no shit.
You want to
anything.
keep Steve Nash?
I'd keep him. Yeah, let's keep him.
Do what
Why
you
not?
want. Up to you guys.
Keep him.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Keeping Steve Nash. He'll play the game the right way. He'll get to a
Yeah.
good shot.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get to the right shot every time.
If he's
Yeah,
not shooting it,
yeah.
let's believe he's gonna be dishing it off.
Giannis.
No,
Cutting.
cutting.
Yep. Sorry.
I ain't
He just hit
cutting
a game winner this season though.
Good for him.
But I'm still cutting him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Sorry.
that.
Kyrie Irving.
Insanely clutch.
We have to keep him. What?
Now, is his jersey untucked?
Of course.
Yes, I'm keeping him.
Of course.
I'm
Of
keeping
course.
Absolutely.
Fourth quarter Kyrie untucked
You
jersey.
think game on the line, he's keeping the shirt tucked in? Are you stupid?
Stop. No, we're keeping him.
Word. We're keeping him.
That's 3 keeps. You only have 1 left.
Yep.
Choose carefully now. Trae Young.
Cut.
Cut it. I love him. Mad clutch. He has the clutch. We should have probably cut Steve Nash. Damn it.
100% should have cut Steve Nash. But we are living with that.
It's okay. 3-point percentages are down. Haven't seen him do it in quite a long time. I'll live with it.
Okay. One spot left on each side. Keep in mind the caliber players we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Tatum.
Cut.
There's no consideration.
Why are you saying so fast? You're fucking up my game right now. What do you mean cut?
What do you mean? What do I mean cut?
You got to think through this first.
No, I don't. I've seen Jason Tatum multiple times.
He had a game winner before.
He had a spinning game-winning layup.
All of these players have hit game-winning shots before.
True.
I guess.
Except for Trae Young. I know, I'm kidding.
Come on. Come on. I was spinning the ball. I'm kidding. God.
Jason Tatum is going to go to the left side of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to back down, square up, step back midi.
Mean fundamental.
Way off. Missing that. I'm not taking that shot. I'm not doing it. We have to cut him.
All right, we can cut him.
Cutting Jason Tatum.
Damn.
Last name written down. I'm not going to lie. I did not rig this. Last name written down. Ivica Zubac.
Take that fucking shiesty off your mask. Take it off now. Take it off. We have Zubac on our team. I like Ivica. He's good. No words? Hey, he got to stay like that.
I mean, we have a post player.
Listen, an uncontestable hook shot is available if you really want it.
This game is ass.
This sucks. I don't like that.
Damn. Zubac.
And it's so funny that I literally wrote Zubac and you didn't.
That's hilarious.
You definitely should have kept Tatum.
Man.
He's not-
But the hate got in the way. That's what it is.
He's not like that though.
We're Embiid. I think I figured you'd pick Embiid.
Yeah.
I figured you'd keep him, considering he's one of the greatest scorers of all time.
Yeah. Damn.
It's
Why?
one shot. It's just one shot. You're not asking him to play 7 playoff games in a row without getting hurt. It's one shot.
Mm-mm.
Fuck one of the greatest scorers of all time. We got Zubac.
I have to think that you can do it all the time to think that you can do it one time.
No, you don't.
I don't remember seeing
No, you don't.
Joel Embiid hit a
Well,
game-winning
yeah, because
shot.
then I'd be like, oh, anybody can do anything one time. Josh Hart can hit a 3 one time.
Yeah. James Harden could do 3 one time.
Yeah.
Exactly, one time.
That's all you need.
Andre Drummond just hit a 3 times in the game.
Okay. Next thing we are going to do, we are going to put 2026 NBA sixth men into a tier list.
Good Lord.
I have a collection of players coming off the bench that are that are, by my estimation, the sixth man on their team, the best player off the bench. We're going to put them on a tier list.
Okay.
The tiers are: you should have a team. Franchise player waiting in the wingspan. You should be flourishing with the team that is all built around you. Should start, but politics.
Damn politics, man.
Could start, I guess, right where you need to be. You're a six man.
Okay.
Quintessential six man. You move a lot, huh? Self-explanatory. Lots of houses, lots of rentals. Get ready to speak Guangdong.
Ooh. Okay.
Starting off this tier list, I think a surprising six man, Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole probably should start.
But politics?
But politics.
He should have been. You're right.
Yeah.
But Jeremiah Fears isn't bad. So is it really politics? I don't know.
I mean, but he is like, again, like Jordan Poole is a good player. But the head coach was like, nah, I don't really rock with you like that. We're going to start this other guy politicking.
But there's another head coach though.
Doesn't matter if the other guy's better or not, politicking.
There's another head coach though, and still the same sentiment prevails.
Exactly. It's an organization wide.
Ah,
thing.
okay.
He should start, but politics.
Okay.
Why not? Sure. Reed Shepard. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, should start,
But politics.
but politics.
Reed Shepard needs to start eventually.
Yeah.
If this team is gonna have an offense that's playoff proof, he should probably start at some point. Now, the politics is just lack of experience and defensive virtue, but fucking politics is politics.
Okay.
They're lobbying against him in the coach's office.
The assistants hate him. They're hating on him in the office. They're talking about, man, I was watching film. He was looking at his phone.
They're only cutting up clips of his bad defense.
Yeah, they're deleting the good clips on purpose. They're preying on his downfall. Like you said, God forbid a white boy gets some motion.
They hate it.
They hate it. Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Could start, I guess.
Kind of feels like he's right where he needs to be.
Yeah, he's a unique player that's like really suited to be a 6-man with the lack of outside jumper and like downhill slashing. If he's gonna start, it would have to be, I guess, because he needs a very unique system, and it's probably this Miami Heat one.
And that's what I'm saying. He really got to thrive because he's in this new system, and that's why we like think about him on this elevated tier.
Yeah.
He's right where he needs to be, playing in this system.
He's having the best year of his career by far. Keep him where he's at. Don't change a thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Shit's going smooth. Isaiah Stewart.
Oh, right where you need to be. Only because I don't want him to play in another jersey for the rest of his career.
I'd probably say
in real life, he could start.
I would say should start, but it's not politics. Jalen Duren's just a goon, and you don't really need to start double bigs, but you can play a lot. I would say could start, I guess, because if you want to run double bigs for some reason, you could very much start him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
and also
guess.
like a lot of teams A lot of teams would be feeding to start someone like him.
Yeah, he
someone
could
who
start.
could step out, shoot threes, and be a good like paint protector. That's him.
Should start with politics then? The politics is just another guy that's the franchise.
Let's start, I guess.
Yeah,
because he is a
I guess.
hothead, and like God knows how many minutes he can play.
Okay, you
under
want to
those
channel that?
temperatures.
It's like when Giannis under Coach Bud couldn't play more than 6 minutes in a row. Gotta let him go 100 miles per hour. Gotta make sure he's not playing 30 minutes or he's more likely to punch someone.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, he'll get too irritated if he's touching people for too long.
Exactly. We're saving him from himself.
Okay. Nas Reed.
Mm,
Man, you are right where you need to be.
yeah. Stay there.
With that defense, you are right where you need to be.
Not too close, sir.
You are ideal as a backup big that can come in and play some minutes next to Rudy Gobert. You are right where you need to be.
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder.
You move a lot, huh?
Yeah. That man is everywhere.
I can tell.
I can tell.
I can tell. He's out here getting traded like 3 times in a single day.
Yeah, he moves around a lot.
That's a lot.
He was supposed to be the starter this year. Russell Westbrook came in. Dennis might move again this year. Russell Westbrook took the chain.
Bro, last year he thought I found a home in Detroit. Went ahead and gave their bench some good energy.
Moved again.
God damn, man. Yeah, he's everywhere.
Okay. Mitchell Robinson.
Right where you need to be.
Yeah, with that free throw percentage, you are right where you need to be, buddy.
What's his free throw percentage look like?
2.
Yeah, that free throw percentage, the stamina too. He also can't play 32 minutes a night because he does get tired. Playing in short bursts, being a very energy goon, that's what he needs to be.
Yep.
Keep him over there. Okay.
Dylan Harper.
Ooh.
I think we
I-
got to break the top tier.
Could start. Oh, he needs his own team.
Yeah, low key, in 99% of outcomes in the multiverse, Dylan Harper's starting right now and he's the face of the franchise.
Yeah.
He just happened to get drafted to the team that has a Wemby and De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, if he was on a team like the Brooklyn Nets, he would be dead ass averaging 18 and 5 assists a game.
Yeah,
bare minimum,
just
bro.
ridiculous lottery luck has him on this team that's win now, but he should have his own team.
Yeah.
And it's a technicality pick because he's a rookie. He will be part of this team,
Yeah.
but he should certainly have his own team
Okay.
Mhm.
as a rookie.
Yeah, it's very debatable. If he had more opportunity, he would be the rookie of the year. There's no way you can look at him and be like, yeah, he isn't like a tier 1 talent.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Cooper Flag's pretty good, so I don't know about for sure, but he'd be in the conversation.
Yeah, just talent.
Yeah, he'd be in that conversation for sure. D'Angelo Russell. Got his chain snatched, sent straight to the bench.
Get ready to speak Guangdong.
Ooh, are we putting D'Lo on Wongdon talks?
Potentially.
It sucks because you don't ever want to just banish somebody to Guangdong. It's a long flight.
Especially not someone that does this sometimes. It's kind of cool.
It is pretty cool. And somebody who's reached the heights, but this is a team that needs a point guard.
Yeah.
And you're a point guard.
You are a point guard.
Yeah.
And they need a point guard.
Ultimately, they need a point guard.
And
But
they
they-
said, we don't need you.
Ultimately, they don't need you. I think Wongdon might need you.
He would have a great impact in Guangdong. He would have a long
He'd be
career
the
there. Bruh.
MVP.
Yeah, bruh. You know how many people he would have just spamming this? Hell yeah.
Have you seen what JaVale McGee's been doing?
First of all,
No.
I'm telling you right now, you go over to China, you start doing this, they shut that down quick.
You're going to jail.
You're getting arrested before you score 4 points, buddy.
For that reason, we cast him to Wongdong. You move around a lot, huh? he won't fit
We're
in.
gonna have to trade something to get you back, man.
We're gonna have to trade a war criminal. We're gonna have
You
to.
over there telling Chinese
Little
kids.
kids just running around class.
They said, man, raise the terrorists, man. We can't have this.
We're gonna have to trade you for the guy who invented a new form of drug that kills you instantly. We're trading you for the creator of the RPG or something.
That's what I'm saying, man. You better not go over there and start talking about guys in my face. Gonna die in China, man. I'm sorry.
moves would be
Did
so
not do-
crazy.
Did not do that.
Can you imagine him during like teaming up with Nike or Adidas and their brand trip is just like all the little kids dumb.
Oh, Chinese good deal.
The impact would be crazy, bro.
Oh my god. And there'd be a language barrier.
Yeah.
He might as well be warming up a spoon. It looks the same to them.
Yeah, man.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
All right, D-Lo, you move around a lot, huh? We can't let you in Guangdong. You saved
We'll
yourself.
save you.
You saved yourself. Brandon Pajemski.
Hey, man.
Honestly, low key should start with politics. Like, he probably is their most talented secondary guard. They just keep trying these other combinations because Steve Kerr can't decide who he wants to play.
He's so indecisive. You're right.
Or is it could start, I guess, because he's not like that.
I
think could start, I guess, because it's like, all right, like,
Okay.
whatever.
Listen, they've tried 75 lineup combinations. You've been in some of them. So you could start, I guess.
Yeah. It's not good, though. It's not good.
AJ Mitchell.
listen, low key. He could have a team.
I don't know about all that.
I think he potentially could, but I need to see more.
I'm not going to play AJ Mitchell in the top tier.
He could have a team.
Y'all are drunk.
He might, brother.
Is he Jalen Brunson waiting?
That separation.
You know what? It's not impossible. It's not crazy.
Put him on the Kings right now and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
It's not ridiculous.
I'm not gonna rule it out.
Yeah. I'd probably say could start, I guess. They're so talented. There's no politics involved, but he could start.
Mm-hmm.
If they
Okay.
decided they want to go towards a more ball handler look and they want to start him between Shea and J-Dub, okay.
We get AJ Mitchell and Conker Nipple right now.
That's a duo.
That's a nice NBA nerd duo. The only we want to see would sell no tickets. Would get no highlights.
It's okay.
Zero motion, but we'd enjoy it. Lonzo Ball.
Oh, Guangdong for sure.
Damn it.
Send him there.
That
please.
hurts my heart.
How
We
far
have
he's
to.
fallen. But yeah,
Yeah.
this season has looked so bad.
It's tough.
Refusing to shoot the basketball.
We
to
can't
the
even
point
give
where it's
him move
hurting
around a
your
lot?
team. What are we doing?
We can't even
No.
tell him he moves around a lot.
He doesn't even move around a lot. He can't move. He just started moving. Yeah, nah.
Mike Conley. I'm sorry. We gotta put him down.
Yeah.
We gotta send the remains to Guangdong. It's time.
Yeah, we have to do it.
It's tough. He served us well. Had a great career. It's probably Guangdong time.
Yeah.
I think we trade his contract to Guangdong and he gracefully retires before making that move.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Okay.
We offload the contract and he decides to take a step to the side.
That's fair.
Yep. Like who just did that in the NFL?
Too.
Oh, like Darius Slay. They claimed him in Buffalo. He said, "Hell no."
That's crazy.
Quinn Grimes.
He could start.
I guess.
I'm not gonna say he should start, but I think he could start. I
It's
guess.
either you could start, I guess, or right where you need to be.
I think where he's at right now is the max amount of value that he'll have in the league.
I'd say could start, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say could start. When you say right where you need to be, it's like you are a 6-man. We don't want you starting. If you tell me a team starts Quinn Grimes for a playoff round, that's not crazy.
Yeah.
Like you're not getting worse.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess. Yeah, I guess so.
He's perfectly equipped to be a 4th option shooting guard as he is to be a 6-man. It won't
Yeah.
change him at all.
Yeah, if he was on Christian Braun's spot, it'd be better. So I guess so.
Low key.
Wait,
Low key, yeah. May give Christian about $25 million a year.
Yikes.
Oof.
Nikhil Alexander Walker.
He got some motion.
That white boy does have motion. He got his hair is moving different.
Yeah.
He thinks he's Magic Mike. Nikhil Alexander Walker should start with politics, and that politics is we haven't traded Trae Young yet.
No, sorry, wrong.
Trade him,
light-skin.
we're starting
That is
to kill Alexander
Dyson
Walker.
Daniels because he is stealing money. He
Okay,
got
either
paid
way.
and he decided to be way worse offensively.
Tell both these guards, kick motherfucking rocks. We're starting to kill Alexander Walker.
Yeah, man. He could, if he was way younger and was producing at this level, you could have your own team. But you're 26 years old or whatever, 27 years old. You should start. You should
Like
be
he's
starting.
ancient. Anthony Simons.
Right where you need to be.
You're right where
Perfect.
you need to be, buddy.
Yeah.
You're right where you need to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're at
nothing,
home.
nothing more, nothing less.
Swell.
We're,
Jake-
we're about like a couple months away from him being like, you move a lot, huh? But
For now, you're right where you need to be.
hmm
But you're on watch. Jake LaRavia.
I mean, he do be moving sometimes.
He's moved 3 times.
He was
You
a
move a
King.
lot, huh?
He was a Memphis Grizzly. Now he's a Laker. Yeah.
It's a solid amount of movement.
Damn.
Solid amount of motion.
He hasn't been in the league for too long, too. That's a lot of
You move a lot, huh? Don't you?
And that was our 6-man tier list. Honestly, look at this. It's the perfect distribution. It's a perfectly even pyramid.
It's so good.
That's crazy.
Damn. Okay.
If we just delete Lonzo from existence, it's perfectly even.
Okay.
We did a good job.
This is how you know we nailed it. We need to aim for this shape every single time.
Mhm.
That's fun. This is super.
What do you call that? Is that a
satisfying.
parabola? Is that what that is? We need a perfect parabola.
I don't know.
No, it's a bell curve. The parabola is.
Oh, is it inverse?
Yeah, I think so.
My bad. Perfect bell curve.
Mm.
Look at that.
Did our thing.
Next thing we're going to do. Let's talk about the 2016 Cavs.
Mm.
I can name 5 teams in the last 20 years better than the 2016 Cavs.
Ooh, 5 is a lot, but I think I can name 8 teams better than the 2016 Cavs.
In the last 20 years. So since 2007.
I can name 8.
I got 12.
I can name 13 teams better than the 2016 Cavs.
13. Why is he looking like that's light work?
I know.
I'm trying to think.
13's a lot. Maybe I can do one up, but it's not confident. I could do 14.
Donovan, do you want 15?
15. I got 15.
All right, you got it. Name 15 teams better than
Yeah.
2016 Cavs.
Liar.
Last 20 years.
Last 20 years. 2015, 16, 17, 18,
Are we
and,
gonna allow this?
and 19 Warriors. And 19 Warriors.
Okay, no, you can pick one KD Warriors and one non-KD Warriors.
See,
This
that's
is the
whack.
same teams. Come on now.
Yeah, you can pick KD over pre-KD. You want to take both? You want to take
You
16
can
and
take
17?
both. Yeah, you can take both of those.
But I'll
Fair.
take 16 and 17.
Okay. Motherfucker was gonna rattle off 7 straight years.
We already know 15's a lie also too.
Yeah, that's cap.
That's just not happening.
Okay, 16 and 17.
No, 15 would beat the 16.
15
Cavs.
versus 16 when they're
Yes.
healthy?
That was pre-Steph Curry second MVP
I,
league, though.
I understand that. I understand the words that I'm saying. They are better.
All right, neither here nor there.
Okay. Conversation for another day.
Yeah, conversation of the day. You have 16 and 17.
All right, 16 and 17. Give me the 08 Celtics.
Oh, wait, Celtics better than 16. I mean, I don't know if it's guaranteed, but you can have that.
Give me the 14 Spurs.
14 Spurs.
Okay, yeah, well, I
You
want to
got
argue
that.
that.
You got that.
I'm taking that. Give me the 2012 Heat.
You got that. Okay. Sure.
That's probably a good debate,
It's a debate, so it's cool.
but you can have it, I
We
guess.
can let it slide.
I'm taking that.
If it's debatable, we got to allow it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking last year's Thunder.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
taking the 24 Celtics.
Do you want to take this year's Thunder over or last year's?
24 Celtics is interesting. I don't know if you actually believe that.
People are going to be mad at you. I see the vision. That team is incredible, but people are going to be mad at you for that one.
I'm people and I'm mad at you, but I'll let you slide.
He's like, me, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
They're on the line.
Okay.
Also, because I don't think that the 16 Cavs are an all-time team either. But that's neither here nor there.
That's 7. That's why we're only doing 20 years.
Yeah.
It's not all time.
That's fair. Also, a big part of my strategy was getting those Warriors
Yeah,
teams
yeah.
in.
Start rattling.
All right. So we have the 24.
You got 7 now.
I'm taking the 2020 Lakers over the 2016 Cavs.
I think that's true. I think
Okay,
Anthony
that's-
Davis is the difference, especially if they're playing in the bubble.
Yeah.
Undeniable.
That defense is top notch, so you got it.
I'm taking the 23 Nuggets over them.
That would be an interesting matchup because they played
That's going to 7
two
games.
half court offenses playing slow, smart basketball around ball handlers,
Yeah.
around passers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
doing that.
You can have that. It's 9.
I'm taking the 2019 Raptors.
Fair, honestly. Very. That team is deep
Underrated.
as fuck.
That
Fair.
team is deep. Okay, that's 10.
5 more.
Underrated. 5 more.
All the way down back to 2007.
Understand that. Give me the 2009 Lakers.
2009. I don't know about that one.
Come on now.
Kobe would have outplayed Bron.
Nah. That's what I'm talking about.
Easy.
All right, buddy.
Easy.
Okay, whatever.
That version of Kobe was not losing to anybody. He's outplaying Bron.
Okay, whatever. That's 11.
They're beating him in 6.
Keep in mind, you can also pick finals losers and non-finals teams. Like, it doesn't necessarily got to be champions.
I know. This is where I start coming up here with Knicks tape Knicks.
Oh my god.
Nah, but
It's 11. 4 more.
4 more. I'm trying to think of other, like, do I think that any of these finals lose? Honestly, the 16 Warriors are better than the 16 Cavs.
We already picked the 16 Warriors. We said 16 and 17.
Good. I'm taking 15 and 16 and 17. that whole thing. I don't know if any version of any of the other Heatles versions, I don't think that the Baby Thunder are going to beat them. I don't think, even if we go back to like,
So I'm hearing is that you failed.
You're at 11 right now.
I'm at 11. We're going 06, 07, which is tough.
Yeah, I mean, you pick the Spurs. Like,
that stuff. That's also two different versions of the Spurs because one had Kawhi and was like completely different than the 07
Mhm.
Spurs.
that's what I'm saying. You pick this. You could pick those 7 Spurs.
I'll take the 07 Spurs.
Okay.
Okay, that's 12.
12. Nice.
This is hard.
Yeah, you need 3 more.
Are there any other team? Maybe, honestly, low key in a series, 18 Rockets.
That's not crazy. Going to a conference
18,
finals team isn't
18
crazy.
Rockets
They
is kind of.
I'd probably go towards LeBron in that series.
yeah.
But if you want to pick them, okay.
They did something that no team in league in history was able to do, which is give the KD Warriors an actual run for their money. So I can't
I mean, yeah,
argue. if I
in
want to.
2017, they pushed the Warriors further than LeBron did. Okay, you can have it. 2018 Rockets. You need 2 more.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I can get there. I
Ooh.
don't know if I can get to 15.
Do we have a failure?
Yeah, because unless I just start saying stuff.
I mean,
that-
you could. I mean, you could mention. I guess it's not. It shouldn't be cheating because there's the 22 Warriors,
but like,
completely different version.
Yeah,
but,
but do you
like,
believe
but like,
that?
I'm not taking the Suns who lost. I'm not taking like any of these teams. Like, I'm not taking them.
Mm.
Suns, the Heat teams don't make it. Like the Jimmy Butler Heat teams don't make it.
hmm
The Bucks are already there. I took the Raptors. We had mad years in a
Oh, the
row.
Mavs would be a good.
I'm not taking the
24 Mavs would be good.
2011 Mavs over them.
No, the 24 Mavs.
Oh no, I actually think they're getting smoked.
No, they're getting smoked.
They're getting dusted.
Walloped. All right, sounds like you failed. You tapped out at 13. If you had to just force some names to be the last 2.
If I had to force names,
Yeah.
I probably would have went to the 24 Mavs.
Do you want to go 2021 Nets in those 8 games that are together?
I mean, I guess
Just any version of a team.
If I was you and I'm
probably.
pushing agendas, I go 2021 Nets because the 7 games are unbeatable, and I go 2011 Mavericks because they already made LeBron cry.
And that's how you get to 15. Yeah.
There you go.
it's top tier crown eater math.
I'll
man.
catch a live. I'll finish it.
Mathematics.
Okay.
Math.
Felt that?
I felt it.
Felt that hard?
No. That's so
Next thing we're
insane.
going to do, I'm going to name 5 NBA players from the 1990s. You tell me who would be better, them or if we transported Victor Wembanyama through time and put him in the 1990s.
Okay.
So Wemby, as we know him today, in the 90s. Level 1, Wemby or Mutombo?
I love Mutombo. Rest his soul, but it's Wemby.
Imagine if Mutombo could shoot threes. It's pretty simple.
That's Manute Bol.
Imagine if Manute
Times
Bol could
80.
move.
Times 80, man.
Imagine if Manute Bol could snatch back.
Oh my goodness.
Level 2, Wemby versus John Stockton.
What?
He first of all, especially in a one-on-one, he's swatting John shot.
Well, it's not a one-on-one.
John Stockton shot is getting sent
Who's the fuck about
Yo,
1v1?
to
that
the
Shicey got demons just implanted into his head.
to the second deck. He's sending that. I'm taking Wemby.
You could slit Wemby's both of his wrists and he's still better. He's way better. So
Yeah, he could bleed out. I'm taking him over John Stockton.
damn.
It's not. It's not close. I'm not doing that.
Bleed out. Damn.
I mean, you talking about slit?
All right, calm down. So no. So John Stockton's obviously like an all-time sidekick. You think Wemby could also do that?
Easily,
Yes.
of course.
They would-
Absolutely.
If it was Karl Malone and Wemby, they would have beat Michael Jordan.
That'd been fucking filthy.
I wouldn't want that one for Wemby though. That can't be his.
Yeah, I
bet.
wouldn't want that for NBA history.
Yeah, nah, come on, man.
He's good right where he's at.
Yeah.
Level 3. Speaking of sidekicks, the greatest sidekick, Scottie Pippen or Wemby.
See, this is where it gets tough.
What if Jordan had Wemby, and what if Wemby got to be his own guy for not 2 seasons in between?
Oh, he has 12 championships under his belt. What are we talking about right now? He got Dennis Rodman in the back of him too. Oh yeah, he's going crazy. He's going crazy.
And we're putting modern day Wemby, so he knows how to dribble, he knows how to shoot, he has today's player advancements, which
Yes,
is really
but-
cheating. Like
I know, but what happens? Like they would foul him extremely hard.
go for it. He's gonna block 8 shots a game because
Yeah.
the paint is packed.
That doesn't matter. Also, Dennis Rodman's there. Fists will be thrown.
You know
all
what?
The
You're right.
time.
Wemby would play power forward, and nobody was scoring the paint.
Yeah.
But
With those rules back then too. Oh my god.
that's what I'm saying. Like they would punch him in the face.
He's gonna
Yeah.
punch back. He has better reach. No one's touching him. He's gonna put his hand on everybody's forehead.
It doesn't. I will punch.
And that's the misconception about length. Really, when you want to get on the inside, right, you want to take the fight to the body, right? You think just because your arm is long, you're gonna win? No.
Is he better than Scottie
If
Pippen?
we put both of our, it's
he
like
is
three,
better.
if
Yes.
we put both of our feet in the tire, we can't move. Now what are we doing, right? Where's the fight? That's exactly what Rocky told Adonis in Creed 2. He was like, you got to take the fight to him. He's fighting Drago. Drago's like 6'7",
What is Unk talking
like
about right now?
280.
How did we get here?
100% wouldn't have been a sanctioned fight at all.
I'm talking about
And
Scottie
somehow-
Pippen right now,
This dude beats him.
and he's still going.
He won that fight because he took the
Shiesty
fight to
is
the body.
suffocating his brain. His
And
brain
that's what
can't
I'm
breathe.
saying.
What are we talking about?
That's exactly what I'm
No,
saying.
stop, please. God,
Oh my God.
he's better than Scottie Pippen.
I
Let's
love
go.
Creed 3. It's a great movie.
No one asked. It was the wrong one.
I love them all. They're all great films.
Oh my god. All right.
Level 4, Charles Barkley.
Nah, Chuck got him.
You don't think Wemby would be an MVP back then? You don't think the best defensive player in the NBA, maybe him one-on-one with Hakeem as best DPOY? He either be here or Hakeem as the best defender, and he's
Hakeem
shooting
got him.
threes.
Hakeem got him, but I do think it would be interesting if you told Wemby, even though he's not like a post-up player, if you told Wemby, hey, you can post up for 12 seconds every single play.
Yeah, he's better. He's better.
And it's kind of unfair because he would like break the 3-point barrier because he knows, because he came from the future, that if
Yeah.
I shoot a bunch of these, I'm going to win every time.
He'd average like 15 threes a game.
He would be Curry before Curry, but at 7'5".
Dude, do you think that would be bad for his legacy back then? And today, would we would like be diminishing him right now?
No, because he'd make them. Because nobody would defend him. They'd be wide open every time.
But we'd just be like, it's
I
not
mean, at a
real.
certain point, you have to step up.
We would lie on his
won't.
name.
What do you mean they?
They won't.
That's just going to be the only era in history where they just like don't
Some
evolve.
mystical force in front of him. You can't. Sorry.
They won't. But okay, so they'll step up. What, the centers that are big plotters will step up? He's going to run by him.
Yeah, it's Wemby.
He'd be unguardable.
I'm going to take Charles Barkley.
Nah, Wemby. Sorry.
I'm going to go Wemby because we're cheating and we're integrating time travel and the knowledge gained over 25 years and nobody else has. So due to cheating and science fiction laws, we're going Victor Wembanyama.
Okay.
Level 5, Hakeem.
Ooh,
Yeah, Hakeem got him.
Hakeem
it's
got him.
over.
Hakeem got him.
Hakeem's the second best player in the world at that time. Wemby, you could be third best player in the world.
Yeah, man.
He'd embarrass him.
He would have him looking silly like a lost gazelle.
I think prime Wemby in the 90s would probably be able to contend with anybody, but he's not prime yet. So this version of Wemby would get done up by Hakeem.
Yeah.
He's still, yeah. He did get stronger over this offseason. Hakeem is going to be much stronger than him.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But
unfair.
again, none of these bigs back then are used to guarding 35 feet out from a 3-point line from the center.
Hakeem would adjust.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hakeem would be fine. But I mean, he would get blown by at first, but then he'd figure it out.
he would adjust.
He got 3 blow-bys, and he'll understand.
I understand it now.
Yeah, if anyone can guard him in NBA history, he's the perfect player to do so.
Yep. Hakeem, congrats.
Your legacy lives on.
Next thing we're going to do, the last thing we're going to do before I close out this episode, we are going to play the imposter game, something we haven't done in a long time. Andrea is going to text us all names. She will text 2 of us a name of an NBA player, 1 of us imposter, and we will have to play the game and see if we can figure out who's lying.
Okay.
Okay.
We haven't done this in quite a while.
It's been a long time, and I think I am a Hall of Famer at this game.
Have you ever won
Have I ever lost?
as the imposter? You ever had a victory?
Have I ever lost? Is a
Oh,
real
yeah.
question.
Oh, yeah.
Never lost.
Is there a single notch on that belt?
Have you done anything?
You guys, were the text received?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Okay. Donovan, you go first. Let's see. Who can tell who the NBA imposter is?
Nasty.
Okay.
Nasty.
You go
Okay.
next.
Athletic.
Mixtape.
Mm,
Nasty mixtape.
It can mean a
yeah.
lot of things, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
fashion icon.
Okay.
Fashion icon.
Okay, I do understand what you're saying. At first, I was a little worried, but I get it.
Okay. Yo, so people watching is gonna be like, "Who the hell are they talking about right now?" Okay.
No, I see it. It's like, okay.
Okay. Let's say athletic.
Didn't you already say that last time?
You said that the first time.
This guy's
I
ridiculous.
said it the first time?
Yes.
You did.
He said it twice in a row.
No way.
Yes, you
You're
did.
ridiculous.
No way.
We've never seen
What was the first one you
these
said?
levels of checked outness.
He said it like twice in a row.
Nobody's ever
No
been
way.
less locked in.
What was the first one you said?
I said nasty.
And then you said athletic, and then he said icon. You said athletic again.
Bro, that's crazy. I feel like I didn't swear I say athletic.
All right,
at
my
all.
turn.
That's crazy.
Wait,
Ta-
we're just letting them get
Whatever.
away.
It's funny that way. Tapping logo. Tapping. Tapping. If you know, if you get it, you get it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will say adored.
All right, man. That's a tough one.
Adored.
It's a tough one to not look at you, but we'll keep it going. Maybe at one point.
Okay.
It's a tough one.
Old school.
Okay. Kind of a tough one too. Now I'm more confused, but maybe I see what you're cooking. Limited.
Okay.
I don't really like that.
Don't try to reverse psychology. Me, keep going. Don't try to turn that
I
around.
don't really like that.
Limited. Okay.
I don't really like that. We will go sought after.
You're making it real tough right now. But we'll keep it going for fun.
Aura.
Oh my God, are you both imposters?
No, we're cooking right now.
Either you're an imposter or you think very differently of this guy than I do. Okay. Down south.
Okay. We will go.
You get a third strike.
I'm not getting a third strike. First, the last two things I said have been on point.
Yeah, all right, buddy.
On point. For this one, if I'm trying to describe this player, I will go infamous.
Mm.
Okay. Maybe it's a little bit of recovery.
That's so bad. Okay. Commercials.
Yeah. Lean back.
Lean back.
back.
Lead back.
No, lean back.
Oh, lean back. Okay.
Okay. I guess. I'm trying to figure out words to describe this player. I guess we can go with you said lean back?
Yes.
Afterwards, I need to know what you meant by that because
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I say disappointing.
I think he might be catching on to who the player is, but I think he's the imposter. Do you guys ready for a vote?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
I vote Donovan.
I wrote Mo.
And I vote you.
Okay, well, somebody has to change their mind.
But I'm the imposter.
You're the imposter?
Yep.
Oh,
The
wow.
No,
moment
dude,
he said
you're talking
athletic
about.
twice.
Yeah, I thought he was just tired. You have a... Okay, we'll get back to your thing. Your things are crazy.
No, they weren't.
Okay, so now you can try to win. Do you know the player?
I'm
Can you
going
guess the player?
to guess the player. And is it Anthony Edwards?
Nope, it's Zion Williamson.
I still won. I don't give a damn.
Next time... No, you didn't. Don't reveal you're the imposter until we have a final vote. Because, like, we might have agreed to go to you. So you didn't really
I
win.
guess. Nah.
Yeah, that's
It was a split vote, So in the future, wait till someone gets figured out.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, you said adored.
I said adored and sought after.
Who the fuck is seeking after Zion in 2025?
The chefs, they're looking for him.
They love him. They're looking for
Okay. You could. I thought you for sure didn't know.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Okay.
Did you were both giving crazy imposter? I could
Yeah.
not decide.
At first I was thinking, okay, this could be Ant, this could be Jordan, maybe James Harden.
When I said lean back, because he said commercials, the Mountain Dew commercial where he's like this, looking huge.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing for his PR.
see that picture in a minute. Oh my gosh.
All right, we're gonna do one more round.
That was crazy.
Next round of texts are being sent out. That's hilarious. All right.
Jesus, man.
All right. That's what the fuck am I looking at? How is that real?
That's so crazy, bro.
Okay, round 2. Here we go up next. I'll go first. Disliked.
Okay. Successful. Very successful.
Fair.
Wow. We'll go. I guess like also applies to infamous.
Real safe pick after I said disliked and successful. That's like the definition of infamous. Okay. Valuable. Valuable build.
Right-handed.
Okay.
Fair.
He's gonna be not love-handed.
Articulate.
Okay.
Okay, in a way. Okay. Unique articulations if we're gonna go there. Or should I not piggyback off him?
Nah, don't piggyback off.
Okay.
Yeah, get your own back.
Okay, I get my back. I don't want to make sure I check.
You trying to think?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the way to not give it away because
You don't know.
no, I do know. Winner at every level.
Okay.
I actually don't know if that's. I don't know.
You're right. It's actually not that true at the last level. Now I'm thinking about it.
Let's say facial hair.
Okay. Normally, I don't allow that. Normally, it's too vague. I will allow that this time.
I would say rescued.
Rescued?
Yeah.
Like George Pickens style?
Just
rescued.
Just rescued.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
What's the right verbiage for this? Not little brother. Great value version. Walmart version.
Walmart version. Okay. You got a bag. Handle.
Okay. Relatively.
I guess. I don't. I genuinely don't know like the
You don't know
verb for
anything.
it. No, I don't know the word for like what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm struggling with that too.
If there's like a single word to say for it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to give away.
Yeah. Okay, literally for lack of a better word, also like adored. But I can't. I'll explain that afterwards. But I can't figure out the word for it.
Okay, I do not know if that's true. I'm gonna call that strike one.
Okay.
I'm gonna call that strike one in my book. In the way that we use this, ironically, in basketball conversations, scalable. Scalable.
Okay.
Know what else? I'll double up. Portable.
I mean, you're not lying. Okay. Let's say...
I'll triple up. Versatile.
I don't even know if this is like 110% correct. Say NBA YoungBoy.
I don't. Okay. Like spiritually?
No.
I don't know what the young boy thing means.
I don't know either.
You lost me.
Yep. YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy.
Okay. We'll circle back.
Yeah.
NBA YoungBoy. Yep. If you know, you know.
Eclectic.
What does that mean?
Eclectic?
Yeah.
Eclectic?
Yeah.
Oop.
Second time drop the phone.
I know.
Tough.
OD.
What?
He's OD.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's OD. What do you want me to say?
Okay,
Well, some guys aren't OD.
I guess so. He said eclectic. You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea.
Let's give him one more
He
chance.
blanked and then he said eclectic. What are we talking about right now? I'm ringing it in.
He
bro.
is kind of eclectic though, and you're a little quick to judge. Give me one more.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll give you one more. Whatever. I'm going to say this guy is. I'm gonna say he's. I think I'm kind of cheating if I use one of your things. So let me scale back. Okay,
Yeah, don't use mine.
let's say
Everyone gets one more chance.
meme.
That's that was your last chance to prove it out an imposter. You said meme, the most vague thing you could have said.
Yeah, meme.
Okay. I am going to say 180.
What the fuck does that
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, there we go. It means absolutely
My
nothing.
last thing, I will say north of Texas.
Okay.
Let's get this vote in.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Voted on Donovan. Donovan, are you the imposter?
No.
You're not the imposter?
No.
Oh my
No, I
god.
am.
Okay. I was like, what?
Nice.
180. Who do you think the player is?
Cat.
Incorrect. This is Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
43 from Trey Balls. OD.
Yeah. I said young boy in control. But yo, block down.
I was kind of
Remember that
worried that
meme?
OD would give it away.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Why else would I say that? I've never said that a day in my life.
I have no idea.
Because 43 from Trey Balls. OD.
Dang.
I was like, oh, D, what?
What did 180 mean?
I was thinking about Cat, and I was thinking his PR's done.
Oh,
One
okay. Nice. Do you want to do one more game? It's fun.
You said cat, and I said young boy, NBA young boy. How does those two like correlate?
Listen, man.
He's the complete opposite.
I was
in
the
every way.
imposter. Hey, man, we're good. I'm out here struggling.
That's funny as hell.
All right. That's the end of this episode. If people are still here, what should they comment?
54 from Trey Ball's OD.
Comment 54 from Trey Balls OD. I'm sure we've had you comment that before. Hit it again. And listen, man, if you're here at the end of this episode, you've sat through the entire 3 hour and 20 minutes. Appreciate you. This is the end of 2025. I'll say no details yet. A lot of big updates coming in the next 30 days or so.
Y'all are goated.
Throughout January, some big changes coming to the show. If you're here right now at the end of this episode, you know before everybody else that isn't here at the end of the episode, because not everybody sticks around for 3 hours. That's a tall task.
Yeah, it's a lot to ask for. You're right.
Several big announcements coming week after another in this next January. Shit's gonna change. In a good way. So we'll see y'all next week.